feels like I'm meant to strike. Flat earth beneath my feet, knowing I'm here to meet. Ocean's edge, it calls my name. Purpose in this life's game. Horizons line so clear, God's love brings me near. Flat earth made by him, my journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day, guided by his gentle sway. Mountains tall they stand in place.
Welcome to the Flatzoid cult. If you have not yet become a member, please make sure to do so by clicking the like and the share. We here at Flatzoid's cult take things very seriously. You shall from now on call me Pastor Flatzoid, for I am the cult leader.
Nice.
I'm coming out, spinning the lights on.
Well, your t-shirt glows in the dark as well.
There we go. How's it guys doing? Good to see you guys. We've got the Jeff and the PJ in the house. And everybody in the YouTube fans. Good to see you. Thank you all for coming. You guys rock. Please hit the likes, share the show. Glad you could make it. So yeah, apparently we're a cult, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who exclaimed that?
Well, we'll go through that just now, but
Okay.
we want to more base this on McToon first.
Okay.
So it was actually about the whole McToon thing. Yeah, I just had to bring that because apparently, yeah, we're all cultists. I am Pastor Flatzoid, and you guys all belong to my cult.
Apparently.
Somehow. Apparently. Very dedicated.
What would be my position in this cult? Would I be like a deacon or something?
Yeah, you can be the high priest of Knucklehead.
All right.
I want to be the Pogie the baptizer.
Yes, yeah. PJ the baptizer. He goes and he baptizes you in noodle soup.
Absolutely. Oh,
Awesome.
Mr. Ramen.
Yeah. By the way, guys, we're just having some fun because definitely not a cult. Because apparently the reason we're a cult is because we are Bible fanatics and we call other Christians out for not teaching the correct theology.
A Bible fanatic. Yeah, I'm a fan of the Bible. Not a fanatic, but I'm a fan of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, apparently it's wrong to be able to do what the Bible says and correct people that teach false doctrine.
Oh, well.
So that makes us cultists now.
Well, us and a billion other Christians must be.
But yeah, it's funny. Anyway, I'm going to start it off with Joe's video quickly. Shout out to Joe, he is in the chat. Because this is actually what the show is going to be about, is actually McToon and his disgusting behavior. Then we'll move on to the cult stuff as a joke. But yeah. Guys, do subscribe to Joe. Really, really awesome stuff. You rock, Joe. Okay. Have you watched this yet, though?
No, I was waiting for you to do it, waiting for us to do it.
Okay, watch this.
Hey, Flat Earth, you're all losers.
Done that.
I'm fucking pissed!
Done that.
Now, if you have an interest in having an in-person presentation covering the shape of the Earth, maybe your school or your church or something like that, shoot me an email, mctoon@mctoon.net. I'd love to come out and visit you and give a presentation like this. There's no nice happening anymore, Joe. Of course
No,
I'm
I
pissed.
understand that.
I'm f***ing pissed.
understand that.
You piece of garbage. Your whole
You can say
worldview
that.
is a lie. You are a
say
filthy,
that.
dirty, lying
Why
scum.
would you?
That's
why
you,
would you say
Joe.
that?
You
Why?
are filth. You're stupid.
I
I don't
mean,
care. Hey, Flat Earth, you're all losers. Joe Hill, you're a loser. That's because you're stupid. That's it. It's because you're stupid, Joe. Joe Hill, you're stupid. Disgusting. Hey, Thomas Morgan, you're a loser. So, Thomas Morgan, you are an idiot, lying piece of scum filth as well. Flat earthers, all of you are dirty, lying, filthy scum. Every one of you. Zero exceptions. You all are lying scum.
What's a
If you
projection?
suck, you need to know about it. I'm a coach too. I coach people. I coach kids on how to play ultimate frisbee. I'm f***ing pissed. I know how to talk to a kid that just made a horrible move. So if you're stupid, you need to know you're stupid. Joe Hill, you're stupid. Thomas Morgan, you're stupid.
You tell kids they're stupid.
Really stupid. You need to understand that. Your interpretation of the Bible doesn't violate reality. It's stupid. Go to hell, Joe. Go. I'm sorry. Not go to hell. Go back to hell, Joe. You're filth.
In hell.
You are disgusting. You are absolutely disgusting, Joe. Joe, you're scum.
No, he doesn't, Joe.
The earth has been measured to move, Joe. You don't have measurements of not moving, right? When your car's in your driveway, the speedometer says 0. That's a measurement of your car not moving in relation to the road, to the driveway. That's a measurement. You need that. You need something that's capable of measuring movement that says there is none, but you don't have anything like that, saying there is no movement.
Yeah, Joe.
When your car's in your driveway, the speedometer says 0. That's a measurement of your car not moving. You need that. You need something that's capable of measuring movement that says there is none, but you don't have anything like that.
Don't you have any?
Saying there is no movement. When your car's in your driveway, the speedometer says 0. That's a measurement of.
Shout out to Effed Up World. You rock, Joe.
Wow. Bro. That is
That's quite hectic.
I mean, is that he says you need to let. So was he comparing talking to Joe as talking to a kid? Because if he was, that means he tells kids they're stupid as well.
Well, not just that. I mean, I have something to show because we got this taken down, Flurf Wiki, but I didn't manage to take a screenshot before it got taken down. Can anybody tell me if this Flurf Wiki that was created by McToon, by the way, and he was very proud of it, where they made a site where they dox people and say really insulting things about them and their family.
Yeah.
Is that Christian behavior?
Certainly not.
Definitely not.
And I'm just going to let Sean Hawkins know. Sean, I know you're dumb. The fact you can't find Flurf Wiki anymore is because it's taken down. That's usually what happens. When something's taken down, you can't find it anymore. So it doesn't make us a liar. It just makes you incompetent to understand things have been taken down.
Do you really think it's something like that would be kept up? It's ridiculous. Of course it's going to get taken down.
Yeah, we had to literally go and contact the people self who have this whole wiki fandom platform. Because you can go and you can create your own pages and things on there. And yeah, McToon and them did this. And before anybody says, no, he's not doxing, look what it says at the bottom. From investigation, he lives in the unofficial Bible Belt of South Africa known as the Kosh area. I don't live there anymore, by the way. It consists of 4 towns named Klerksdorp, Stilfontein, and Orkney and Hartbeesfontein in the northwest province of South Africa. It won't be surprising if he regularly flirts undercover. But anyway, he speaks of my wife, he speaks of my children, speaks of my relationships, and says
And he
where
tries to show where you live. How's that not doxing people, eh?
Literally putting on a public platform without my knowledge or anything and insulting me, putting on. That is McToon for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So next time McToon says all flat earthers are disgusting, hateful, liars, point them to the stream so they can see who's the one that's lying and who's the one that's hateful and bigoted and disgusting. Remember, McToon called me a wife beater because I showed him a still pic, a still shot of a curving horizon with a rectilinear lens. So yeah, it's quite bad. That's who we got to contend with. Rachel is in chat. She says she wants to come ask some questions. Rachel, if you would like, you can press that link and come in. More than happy to go ahead and answer your questions if you want.
Oh, why am I spelling not just? I meant to put not just holy water on the head. I meant to put forehead, and I meant to put just, because I was just saying that Rachel was saying she was baptized as a baby. Usually that's just christening. Like if you
Yeah,
just
that's
put holy
christening.
water on your head, that's not real baptism. Real baptism is a choice you have to make. So hence you can't be a baby when it happens, and it's full submersion under the water. That's why class is baptism.
Yeah, yeah. When you're christened as a baby, that you are not. It's just dedication. In other words, your mother and your father is just dedicating you to Christ. But baptism has to come from yourself. You have to make the choice to die of old to become new. That's what baptism is about. So you have to be age of consent. You have to understand what you're doing. When you're a baby, you can't do this. And this is unfortunately one of the traditions that's passed through in the Catholic churches and stuff, which is false. It's sad. But Roger Little did send a super chat before we started. Thank you very much, Roger, for $2, which it says, Robotinism will soon take over the world. Ooh. Yeah. Maybe we should change the cult name to Robotinists. Just to please Peter Markley.
And then we'll be called Robothomites.
And we'll eat Vegemite on toast.
Oh God! Like
I like my Marmite. Marmite on toast is good with
I like Marmite.
melted cheese and tomato.
You only need a little bit of it. A lot of people
Yeah, you
think
must put a lot on. It's strong.
because it's really bitter, of course. You just put a
Very
tiny
strong,
amount on. Tiny
But
amount.
it's good protein.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I like Marmite peanuts and stuff like that as well. Nice. They did a Marmite in chocolate spread, didn't they? I never tried it. Never tried it.
Chocolate spread and Marmite together.
Yeah, it was Nutella and Marmite together.
Wow.
Yeah, horrid, innit?
I don't know about that one.
No, I wouldn't try it. Sure, it was Marmite and chocolate spread together. Let me check actually, see if it's still there. Marmite and chocolate spread.
Let's see.
Or no, it might have been Marmite and peanut butter. Sorry. I could be wrong. It might have been Marmite and peanut butter together.
Peanut butter?
Yeah.
Peanut butter.
So Rachel says she's going to come in 10 minutes. We'll see what she's going to say. Hey, Sergio, what's up? And Strike, good to see you guys.
Hey, what's up, Keith? What's up,
Hi.
everybody?
yo.
Good to see you guys. So you came
I
to
remember
support
that
the cult?
website when it came out.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm
That's when
glad
me and
got
you
a
kind of
ticket.
got into it. There was that whole mix-up. I wasn't
Yeah.
a part of that. That was
No.
I
No,
wouldn't
that
go
was
that.
McTunan.
That's low, dude.
Yeah. But I mean,
Is that the
my
real
point
Rachie?
I'm trying to make with that is, though,
Yeah, it is, yeah.
the same guy, McToon, that's trying to say everybody's disgusting and, abhorrent and stuff. But look at the type of stuff he does. And he's
Yeah.
proud of it.
I don't
Even
remember
since
blocking
he's proud of
Rachie.
it, he will do it again.
Whatever.
There
Yeah,
it is.
McTune is pretty low. Let me turn this up.
Share that a second. It wasn't chocolate spread. It was Marmite and peanut butter. Look.
Peanut butter. Ooh,
Yeah,
I know.
Marmite and peanut butter
Oh,
together.
no.
Mark, isn't it? I haven't tried it.
Ah,
It wasn't chocolate spread. I knew it was one of the other.
no, that's bad.
Yeah, it doesn't go
No,
with anything.
Rachie, the thing is, he used it as a guise to say it's a loaded question. There's a way you take things into context, and the way he presented it was not based on saying how it was a loaded question.
Oh, I
It
know.
was literally him
We knew how
insulting.
we meant it. We knew
Yeah.
exactly how we meant it. He might mean it like that to someone else, and people might use that as an example. But he might have said it, but the way he expressed it is what he meant. We knew what he meant.
Exactly. The way things are presented makes it either a loaded question or not. So, what's news?
Nothing. What's new?
Peanut butter and chocolate spread ain't good. You know, peanut butter and Marmite I wouldn't think it's a good mix. That's the news.
You.
Okay, so while we're waiting then for Raichi, we can go on with that other video that calls us a religious cult.
Wait, you guys have an archive of the Flurf wiki?
No, I took a screenshot that time.
It's a
when it was
screenshot.
I
Should have done an archive. That would have been great.
Did you ever see it? Did you?
Use that against
It
them.
was
actually-
main people.
You did see it. You did see it when it was up.
I made a few edits actually. Back then, I was one of those who make fun of flat earthers.
Wow. That's it. Off. Get off. Get off the stream.
And you stopped doing that, huh?
I
I'm
never
apparently-
doxed anyone, but I did. I think I said that Dave McKeegan's dog is smarter than flat earthers.
Well,
Oh, bad.
His
That's
dog
naughty.
is definitely smarter than him. I don't know about flat earthers.
Yeah, I used to be like
Yeah, but you
someone
see,
like
the thing is,
FTP
do you
and
think you would have
stuff.
done it if you didn't have an instigator making you do it?
That's it. And people grow and change, you know.
So there we go. Religious flat Earth is a cult. This is from our favorites. I think he's from Finland or he's from Sweden. I'm not sure. Arctic Reflections. I think he's from Sweden.
Sweden.
But yeah, this is a video from him.
I will continue where my last video ended. The title of that one was Is Flat Earth Soon a Religious Cult?
Forward.
I wonder.
Priest in the Swedish church. To be a priest in the Swedish church, you have to study 5.5 years. And I showed her all material that I used in this video. Today I will look at the videos from Flatzoid, its interviews with others that agree with him about the Bible. And
By the way, speaking of interviews, PJ and Michael Kahn's interview will be out tomorrow. So looking forward to that.
Nice, nice. Oh, Flat, is it tomorrow you're meant to be doing that thing with Luke?
Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I thought so. Right, no, it's just I need to tell him because he wasn't when he was on my stream earlier. I told him I'm looking forward to seeing it tomorrow. He says, "What? That's tomorrow?" I'm like, "Yes, that's tomorrow." He says, "Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool." He says, "I kind of forgot, but
I still have to set the stream up. So I'm probably
yeah."
gonna
Well,
do-
he says he's free for tomorrow and next week anyway. So
yeah.
I'm going to community post him and say I told him I'd community post him and say that I'd ask you anyway, but he's got to be ready for it anyway. So all good, all good.
Gotcha.
Flat Earth. So let's start this.
Yes, let's start.
All of the assumptive shit that's placed on you and treated like fact. You know, these little things. Oh, gravity. Oh, the sun is 93 million miles away. It's 836,000 miles in diameter. Blah, 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 blah. All this other shit. You know, these you're treating as facts, but you never go back and go, how the hell they know that shit? And you might be able to be placated with, well, we triangulated it and we have parallax and gravitational blah 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 and Venus's apogee and you know all this other bullshit. And I'm like, no, it comes right down to it. You don't know. You don't even know. And so that's what really blew it into it for me. It was sort of like, holy shit, I can't believe I felt like such a dumbass for being fooled so badly. You know, I thought, God, how did they pull this over? And then I started looking at how they did the trick. You know, we already know what
amazing
the
how he's
trick
actually
is.
just playing the interview, not saying anything.
I know.
But I mean, we have to like stop every 5 seconds so we don't get copyright strikes.
Hmm.
Odd how that works, eh?
I know.
Even though it's
What
your
I think is amazing.
Sorry?
even though it's your content.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. Weird how that works. Well, I want to see what point he makes though.
Is how they do the trick, and you figure it's insidious, but it's genius. It's genius, and there is no way that this could have been developed and put out there by a human mind. There is
Something
higher,
special.
there is a higher intelligence behind this. I think using men and women as tools to promote it. Call them legions, minions, whatever you want.
Perhaps it's unicorns, or why not aliens?
Oh, Albert. Unicorns or why not aliens? Oh,
Freud agrees
Why not?
with this.
okay, that's
To be serious, Flatzoid agrees with this fool. It's not human, somebody else. And I'm quite sure that they mean the devil. But the reason that they don't understand is that they don't know anything about science.
what?
They are science denier, so it's easier to blame the devil and believe that the Bible is a science book.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Nobody
whoa.
said that. Nobody's ever said that.
How many times have we told these people the Bible's not a science book? Why do they keep pushing it on us that we're saying it's a science book?
Every time they see it, every time
Because
they see
that's how they interpret what we're saying.
it. Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you interpret something that when we say the Bible is not a science book? How do you interpret that to say that we're saying the Bible is a science book?
Exactly.
I mean, how hard is it to understand that science only deals with natural? The Bible is based on supernatural. Can you put two together? It's quite weird, but I love how he just says, "Oh, you're just science deniers," because you don't understand science. Therefore, you say it's the devil. No, we definitely fight against principalities and dark powers. The Bible clearly says that. I still don't understand how that makes us a culture. Has anybody seen anything that makes us a culture?
Not yet. Not yet. It's just musings in their mind. That's where they call that, in their minds.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. But it's good to see you guys. Please hit the likes, share the show. Okay, next one. Do you think it affects them mentally?
Yeah, I do. I think it affects them mentally and spiritually. Absolutely. What you'll find that the majority of your Glovers are atheists. And what I find with atheists is that the majority of them don't, it's not that they don't believe in God, they don't believe in a creator. They're mad at him. They're angry.
You know what, Arctic, all you had to do was ask, can you mirror the interviews on your channel? I would have said fine. You should just ask. But, it seems to me like he's just letting it play through and stopping at saying something really idiotic that's got nothing to do with it. And then playing the next question.
Yeah.
Because even the mention or prospect of such a thing sends them into a spiral. There's something very strange about spinning objects and balls and spheres and things that have a hypnotic effect on people.
This is so damn stupid. Both of them knows that a majority of the citizens, the people living on this earth, knows that we live on a globe. A majority of Christians.
No. Believe we live on a globe, not we know lives on a globe.
Yeah, certainly don't. He says he thinks you both know that you live in a globe. No, you know that you don't live in a globe.
Yeah, just because the majority of people being indoctrinated to believe they live in a place that they don't, doesn't make it true.
Of course not.
So in other words, this guy's just giving an opinion based on his, how can I put it? lack of intellectual understanding what you were saying, and then saying we're just wrong. That's practically what's going on.
Majority of Muslims, Jews, and so on. So, according to Flatzoid and his cult members, if you don't believe that the Bible tells you that the earth is flat, you are not mentally sane.
What? Never said that either.
No.
Doesn't seem like he's making stuff up on our behalf.
Yeah.
Of course.
Got a very lively panel tonight, guys. But yeah, no, we've never said that. We don't say you're mentally sane. We just say you have some cognitive dissonance. And when you get presented with it, it's a choice you have to make. Do you call God a liar or do you call man a liar? It's as simple as that.
So,
Oh, wait, we still got the... I forgot, we got the poll. We didn't read the poll out. After 38 votes, have you become a Flatzoid flat cult member yet? Yes, and we love the cult. Haha, 26%. No, because there is no cult. 37%. Proud of you guys. Cult. Where can I join? 13%. Pastor Flatzoid, our cult leader. Haha, 24%. The problem with this guy is he's an atheist. And he sees Christianity as mythology. So he doesn't really understand what's written in the Bible because I don't think he's ever read the Bible before.
Nope.
So, yeah, he doesn't really know what's going on. He's being very desperate to maybe just get content. I don't know.
This is so damn stupid.
It's like you could say whatever you want. You know, you can make stuff about Muhammad or whatever mention. But I'll tell you one thing: you mention Jesus and God, and it's over. They're going to come at you with pitchforks and torches, and it's like, why? Why is there so much pushback against something? When there's that much pushback against something, I'm like, there's something to it. That's just like the Wikipedia fact checks, just like all of that. I'm like, okay. What's really behind this? Yeah.
Yeah, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I was asked on your show, somebody asked if I was a Christian. And I'm like, I'm not going to place myself in that category because it denotes that I'm religious. I'm not. Okay?
And I'm praying for him, by the way. Because I do hope he decides to accept Jesus as his Lord and Savior one day. I do.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Weird, Arctic, because he's supposed to be a cult member, but he's not a Christian. Doesn't that go against what he's been saying?
No.
Weird.
If I go by the definition of a Christian, which is to be as Christ-like as possible, to follow in the man's footsteps and do as he did, which is to believe in him by doing as he did, that's being a Christian. Just going to a building and adopting a denomination, that's not it at all. In fact, the more I see of churches, the more I am convinced that they are Satan.
But you see, that's the unfortunate truth today. I mean, I am a Christian, and I understand sleeping in a garage doesn't make you a car. Just like going to a church doesn't make you a Christian. And
I like that.
And that's the unfortunate truth today, because the majority of people are what you would call cultural Christians, like Richard Dawkins says, because they're just there for the tag.
Right.
They don't actually believe. And I've seen it with a lot of people. That's why you like when you test them on the Bible, scripture, they don't even know what's in the Bible. People been Christians for 20, 30 years, and you're like, okay, let's talk about the scripture. They don't know what's going on.
So according to Flatzoid, the most Christians are not really Christians, and it's the devil behind churches. It's only Flatzoid who knows how to read the Bible.
What? Is that what he gathered for what I was saying?
Where is he getting all this fancy footage? Is it from a movie?
No, it's probably stock footage. You can get stock footage on different sites and stuff. I usually use what's the name? Pixabay.
Uh,
But yeah, the stock footage is nice. But I want to know how has he got what he's saying out of what my discussion with Dave was, because it's definitely not what he was saying. See, PJ got so pissed off, he left.
No, I was checking because there's a kind of like a slight static noise, and I was just checking like on another YouTube channel to see if it was my speakers or not. But when I check it on another channel, it's not happening. And when I play something else, but and so when I went into this stream live as well, I can hear it in this stream live ever so slightly as well, live like a slight staticky muffled noise, but it's fine. It's fine. I was just thinking it was my speakers then. I was only checking. I went out in purpose. I didn't just drop out and not to come back. I was doing something. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. You know what's scary about some churches today, though, because you get all these woke churches today, and they definitely don't teach scripture. They teach what they want to teach. They even say Jesus is gay, and they say there is no such thing as Sodom and Gomorrah. It's like, what's wrong with you people?
I know.
I mean, the Bible tells us to talk against this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
and have
when
they maybe found evidence for Sodom and Gomorrah, like scorch marks and things like that? You know.
yeah, you still get you still get the sulfuric balls that's lodged into the ground there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 98% pure sulfur. It's the only place on earth where you can get that.
Absolutely.
So it's quite hectic. But I mean, if you even look at mega churches, go and ask the people in the mega churches, the congregations, do they read the Bible? Usually 80% of them gonna not know what's written in the Bible. So that would be a no. It's not being bad mouthing them, it's just the unfortunate truth of culture today, because people believe if you just belong to a church, especially a mega church or something, you're gonna get blessed. You're automatically a Christian because you're there. Because I go to Joel Osteen's church, I am blessed. It doesn't work that way. And the thing is, people would have been conditioned to believe that. If I go to church on a Sunday, I'm in this huge church, I'm getting blessed, so therefore I'm a Christian. No.
the leaders of mega churches are pretty funny. Remember Kenneth Copeland? I blow the wind of God on you, COVID-19.
That guy is a demon. That guy is a demon.
Oh, Pastor Bobblehead.
Eyes as well. Wow, they're just giving that guy's eyes.
I'm surprised he doesn't fall on his head more, because that thing is way bigger than his body.
It's crazy to think that anyone takes them seriously.
But that's the sad thing, though. I mean, I was even because I like watching the people that's busy training for the Olympia at the moment, and one of my favorite contenders is Derek Lunsford, and he's full blown Christian, and he likes preaching guys, which is awesome. But like 2 days ago, I realized he was like talking very highly of Todd White, and how he spends hours a day watching Todd White and speaking of what Todd White. And then yesterday he actually went and asked some weird questions about what Todd White actually teaches, which is not really scriptural. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's sad because, yeah, the guy's a Christian. I'm not saying Derek Lunsford is not a Christian. He's awesome, and I support the guy and everything. But his influence is based on someone that's not really scriptural based. You know what I mean? I mean, look at the stuff we've gone through with Todd White on PJ streams.
Yeah.
It's It's heresy. It's
Old dude, Kenneth Copeland pretended. I don't know if he pretended, man, because they do some pretty satanic stuff.
very satanic.
He's demonic, man. Like he's demon possessed, like swear.
Yeah, definitely. Tony Whitcomb, thank you very much for your £20 super chat, man. You rock. Thank you very much.
I do
The word
remember that
is
time, though.
between the ears and eyes. Follow false prophets at your own peril. Yes, exactly.
Sorry. I
Based
do
on that,
remember.
based on that super chat.
Oh, we just lost you, Flats. Mike
From
went dead.
You've gone under swimming pool again.
Who, me?
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, for
You're
a
back,
second
you're
you
back.
did. Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say thank you, Tony Whitcomb, for your super chat. Really appreciate it, man. You rock. What I was trying to say was, based on the super chat, it's true. And if the people in those churches actually had their own Bible and read their own Bible, they would see what those pastors, or what I like to just call wolf in sheep's clothing,
Yep. Exactly
is
what they are.
preaching to them is false doctrine. It's not biblical at all. It's actually Satanism. It's just disguised as Christianity.
Yeah.
And if they were doing what the Bible says, meditate on my word, day and night, read the Bible, read the word, they would know what's being said is false, and they wouldn't be in that church anymore.
So,
But this is part of the great. This is part of the unfortunately the times. So.
I've done Todd White. I've done Kenneth Copeland. No, I haven't done Kenneth Copeland. I've done Bill Johnson, Todd White, and Benny Hinn, Catherine Crick. So maybe Copeland's the next one I need to do.
Yeah. Must maybe also do some Joel Osteen.
Joel Osteen, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jeff Conkle, thank you for your two Canadians. Really appreciate it, man. I'm a follower of the way, hey.
Absolutely.
Appreciate
That's,
it, eh?
that's what Jesus' original followers were called, the followers of the way.
Followers of the way, exactly.
And that's what I don't call myself a Christian. I call myself a follower of the way.
Amen.
Right? Because Jesus is the way,
Absolutely.
the truth, and the light.
But that's why we try and keep telling the people we don't really agree that when they take Christianity and call it a religion.
I know.
It's just a way of life.
I mean, Jesus spoke out against religious people. You know, why would we be religious?
Yeah, just because they classify it as a religion doesn't really make it a religion.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, it does not.
Well, I thought Rach is going to be in by now, but thank you very much for the super chat. You are awesome. Getting through this quite quickly, so if you are through it and Rach is not here yet, we'll go on through McToon's live with Joe.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of quiet, because I thought Rachel was coming in. Then I thought she was coming in like ages ago.
Yeah.
He's starting his own small cult, the Flatzoid Church.
What? Flatwood Church. Flatwood Church. What first got you into the Flat Earth arena?
The first thing that got me in the Flat Earth arena was I think it was like episode 3. I did a show on Flat Earth from a biblical perspective, and this is about 3.5 years ago. And I found, we did like the moon landing and Flat Earth from a biblical perspective. And what happened is I started digging deep into the Bible, finding out, verses like obviously Genesis 1:8, God called the firmament heaven. That was one that really got me when I started studying the definition of firmament or rakia or.
Rachel, you can really come in. No interruption. We're just filling the time waiting for you, that's all. Because there's nothing really presented by this cloud.
No, certainly not. He just thinks it's incredulous. That's it. He's just incredulous, should I say.
Yeah, he doesn't really understand what's written in the Bible. He doesn't really understand English communication probably because he totally misinterprets what we talk about.
Yeah, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Stereoma in the Greek, and I found out that it's solid sky, and then looked up, verses like in Job or Proverbs 8:27, where it talks about the sky being firm. That's what really got me to look into this, because I was like, that really separates the difference between the globe and the flat earth would be the firmament, so that's what really got me in. And then on episode 5, I had Dave Weiss on, and he kind of went over the scientific part of the flat earth.
David Weiss going through the scientific part. David Weiss know nothing about science.
I disagree with that, man. David Weiss knows more about science than you.
I would say that. But I did like how David Weiss said to you, Flats, that you are more advanced than he is. You know what I mean? He did. He admitted that. He said that on the stream that day. Which it's a good thing.
It's not David Weiss, how can I say, for talking about science. That's why he says that.
No.
But I do know he definitely knows more than articulate.
Yeah.
About scientific method.
Yeah.
Because he has at least listened to what's going on and from the arguments and stuff. But it's
And that really got me intrigued. I was like, all right, so he kind of solidified it for me on the scientific side, and then the biblical side. So once I know that the Bible says it, I know that all scripture is inspired by God. I know Romans 3:4 says that let God be true, every man a liar. Titus 1:2 says that God cannot lie. And Hebrews 6:18 says it's impossible for God to lie. So once I started looking at the Bible through that lens, I was just I was sold, because I do believe I look at it through that lens. And once you look at it through that lens, then you know that everything that you're reading and you find out that it's all inspired by God, then you know it is the truth. And I believe that the Bible is the absolute truth, and that's the only truth that we still have left, like complete truth, I believe. But yeah, and that's what sold me.
Amen. Yeah, and that's an awesome way to actually get into it as well. I mean, doing these interviews and things, I've been seeing that there's so much different ways people have got into this. It's like definitely something which I have to say is spiritually based. It has to be. It's kind of God's way of pulling you into the truth. You know what I mean? Everybody gets it in a different way.
Yes, it's not a salvation issue, but it brings people to salvation. And that is any kind of tool that you have in your tool belt to bring people to salvation is something that you should know for sure that you have. And obviously you want to use the tools at the right time. You can't just, if there's a person that's non-conspiratorial and doesn't believe in any conspiracies at all, you don't want to slap them with biblical cosmology right away,
So flat earth is not the only conspiracy that you can find evidence for in the Bible, according to those fools. I know that...
Why is he always insulting us?
According to those fools.
First of all, he's totally not even getting what we just spoke about. He's totally misrepresenting, or he just doesn't understand what we're saying. But he has the audacity to call us the fools.
Yeah, I
Because
find
that's what you just said.
Projection. Most people that keep calling other people fools is because they're a fool.
Sean Hawkins.
I feel pretty stupid for missing this, but who made this video?
Arctic
Reflections. An atheist hater.
I don't know who this is.
This guy, Arctic Reflections.
Never heard of him.
He's always doing videos like this.
Yeah.
He's in the Swedish Navy or something.
Oh, that's what the accent is.
Yeah, and he's adamant that all flat earthers are just liars and stupid and now cultists as well.
He's in the Navy.
This Josh is into 9/11 and every damn conspiracy out there. So he thinks that it is God behind it. Or?
You want to slowly give them that. But it is a tool, though, for people that are awake, that already are kind of know about conspiracies. They know about all the lies out there. It's definitely a tool you could bring someone to salvation, because atheists, the fruit of atheism is not believing in God. It's like a cosmology absent from God. It's like they don't need God. But when you show them this, and you see that God is, right above you, as Isaiah 40:22 says.
So, through conspiracies of different type, those fools thinks that atheists would join their cult.
What?
What on earth? What is this? Is this from his own living room?
I'm pretty sure they're atheist flat earthers. I can't remember the names right now, but
Atheist ones?
Atheist flat earth?
I don't
Well,
think so.
They're,
Like
they're more
they're not all
agnostic.
Christians, but they still believe that there's
Creator.
a creator.
Yeah,
But,
they're probably agnostic.
yeah,
It's
there's
just agnostic.
yeah, they're agnostic. Yeah, they're not
And
atheist.
to believe the flat earth and say there's not a creator, that's a hard one. You know what I mean? I don't know how they would explain that.
Yeah, that's a bit difficult. Wow, Tony Whitcomb with another £20 super chat. Dude, you rock. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. He says, everyone I speak to when asked to point south uses their arms to point horizontally, describing flat earth, and never pointing down to the ground as if they live on a globe. Weird that. That is true. Because if you think about it, it's cardinal directions based on horizontal plane. So by definition, they can't really, point down for that. But that is very true. Thank you very much, Tony. You rock. Appreciate it. You are awesome, man. I appreciate all the support. You guys have anything to say on that?
Oh, good. What is this? That final shot there? Is that
That's,
just a shot?
that's the Illuminati eye.
Yeah. But I mean, where is that? Just a shot he's found? That's not his house, is it?
No, it's just.
Oh,
This
okay.
looks like stock footage that he's taken.
Right. Okay. Got you.
Yeah, and then it's got Abjad. Ooh, it looks like what's the name on there? Like what
Cool. Like the coexisting. Oh no.
Dal has.
Oh right. I got you.
Abjad almost looks like that. Chaos. Chaos comes order.
Right.
Or something like that.
Right. Got you.
Really, really weird. Well, it looks like that. No, wait, that's AGDGADU, whatever that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, and it's got like three dots between each letter.
Uglavzanza Fetelanza. So it looks like, I think that's Italian. Oh well. Pretty weird.
Oh dear.
Then how we can see. Oh, okay.
Did you find people who disagreed with you?
You rock, Tony.
Did I find people that disagreed with me about my yes? Have I found people that disagree with me? Yes, of course. And in a way that almost makes me feel like there's a demon behind the globe. In a way, okay? I love everybody out there. Anybody that believes in the globe that's Christian, or anybody that believes in the globe, period. I'm not trying to put you down or say that you have a demon. What I'm trying to say is I believe that there's a spiritual aspect to the heliocentric model. And I believe that once you bring up something like biblical cosmology or something like flat earth, there's an instant reaction that's not like a normal reaction. Like if I tell someone about 9/11, that one's kind of touchy too, but most of the time people, once you do break it down to them, they'll understand, but they don't want to actually physically fight you, or they don't want to try to ruin your character or anything like that. But when it comes to flat earth or biblical cosmology or even geocentricity, you see that people want to slander you. They want to try to ruin your name, drag your name through the mud, leave you comments to leave you triggered. And I think the most important thing to do as a Christian, and when you're bringing up biblical cosmology, is to understand that we're bringing up a cosmology from God. Amen. So you need to act as if God would act. God is not going to. Now, God did check people, and what he did, he used it through cosmology in Job 38, verses 4 through like 32. And he says, where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? So he does do it in a way that we don't know his tone. I don't know if he's yelling or if he's saying like, where were you when I laid the foundation of, or if he's just talking to him nicely. But I do think that we should kind of see the blueprint of Jesus and teach people with.
That's one thing I also realized, because you get a lot of people, especially the anti-Baptists today, that are like the ones that are not Christian. Jesus knew that there was a globe.
Of course he did. He wasn't a globe, yeah, absolutely.
No, they say he knew it was a globe.
Oh, they're saying he knew. Oh, no, I'm saying he knew it wasn't a globe. But they're saying
Yeah.
he knew it
I'm
was a globe.
the scripture
Okay.
like what he said, you was there when I laid the foundations of the earth.
Got you.
Okay,
That's
that's
funny.
saying he knows it's not a globe. What's up,
Hey,
Discord?
good to see you,
Hey.
this man.
Yeah,
You'll
you
have a-
know, and you need a little bit of that cult energy every now and then.
Must I
Yeah,
put my
hey.
part there on again? Wait.
I seen that you were hooked on this morning, this. So you've got a new stream on your channel. You've got a full new stream.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch that one too. I gotta see what you did there.
Yeah, man. Watch it on your own channel, so you've got a view of that. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, and a like, and a little comment.
And a comment. And a comment.
Great show, guy. Thank you, guy.
Nice.
Thank you, Tony, for sharing it. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, please share the show. Really, really does help, guys. And then Roger in the house. What's up, man?
Hello. I thought I was in just a second ago. I'm just stopped by and wanted to say hi to Rachie. I talked to her in the chat. Want to say hi.
She's come in. We've been waiting for the whole
She
time.
hasn't come in yet. She says, "Oh, okay," but she still hasn't come
She
in
just
yet.
want to stop the video, but it's like whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
I've even got my fasting hat on for when she comes, you know. Because I don't know if you haven't realized cult leaders love to have weird hats.
Aye, of course.
Oh, your name. I was just gonna joke about. I just needed a little more of the pastor tonight. I needed the pastor tonight. And then you actually called pastor. That's funny.
Start passing the plate around. We need tithes and offerings right now. And if you don't, Flatzoid's probably going to retire early. Yeah, he's going to kick you out at this point. Yeah. 10% or more, man.
There you go. That's you.
We need that preaching.
Hey, Rick, how's it going? It's too hot for that hat.
Ah, damn.
Man.
Such a cool hat, though.
Rachel.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Hey,
Hey,
so I just
Rachel.
wanted to join and go over a few things with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, you brought up level.
Yes, you want to go through the definition?
Yeah, sure. Do we agree the definition is having no point higher than another?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So, if we take the globe Earth and we have the elevation on the globe, obviously, we know the elevation, say, at my latitude, the elevation is from sea level and the elevation at your latitude is from sea level. But we know that's curved, right? Because we have the so let's say we have a ball, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And then we take the let's say we're orientating the ball in front of us, and then to our reference, the top of the ball, we have, say, I don't know, a centimeter above the top of the ball. That is 1 centimeter elevation, right?
Okay.
Okay. And then let's say we go around the ball to the side of the ball, and we have a centimeter above the side. That's still a centimeter above the surface, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that's a centimeter above the surface at the side.
But that's saying it's not a geoid there.
But it doesn't matter what it is. Let's say we have a geoid, and let's say at the top of that geoid we have a centimeter from the surface of that geoid, a centimeter, and from the side of that geoid, we also have a centimeter above the ground of that geoid.
No, but
We
the
still have a
geoid
centimeter.
But the geoid shows the level will be different right through.
Well, no, because if we have a centimeter above that geoid, no matter where it is on that geoid, it's just a centimeter above the surface of that geoid. It's still a centimeter, right?
But isn't it based on you guys have that bulge at the equator because of the centrifugal force? So it's got wider water. The water level's higher at the equator.
Sure, but it's not to do with that. It's to do with from relative to the.
So water level on your belief system, it can't be level, even by your own belief system.
No, it's still level.
Nope.
It's just the same elevation above. So if you were 1 centimeter,
It can't because it's higher at the equator than it is at the poles. So therefore, it's not the same elevation.
No, because even if we say at the poles was bigger, right, or the equator was bigger, right?
The equator is bigger than the poles. You got the poles
Yeah.
at the equator, according to the model.
Right. So let's say we have the bulge, which apparently is bigger at the equator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, if it's still 1 centimeter above that bulge, and it's 1 centimeter above something else, 1 centimeter is 1 centimeter, whether it's 1 centimeter above something else or 1 centimeter above a bulge or whatever else. 1 centimeter is 1 centimeter, right? So it's still the same.
Yeah, but that bulge is not 1 centimeter the same as on the poles.
But that's where it becomes relative. So
it's kilometers difference. So in other words, if your level is, let's say, at the poles, just for shits and giggles, 500 meters, at the equator, it's 2 kilometers. You see the difference. Even if it was 501 meters it would still not be level because it's not the same level.
no, because you see, you're not doing it relative to what it's relative to.
What's it relative
to what?
Level is relative to level.
Yeah, but remember on your
just
model, aren't you guys, on their model, don't you guys make level relative to the center of it? The radius?
No, level conforms the liquid curvature of a surface.
Yeah, and
No,
that's
it
why
doesn't,
that's why I want to bring this whole definition up to show you that the liquid parts of even according to this definition, the liquid parts of your Earth doesn't have any curve.
But the liquid
Even according-
parts, do.
No,
Really?
you want to
Prove
go
it.
through it. I think let's go through it fully and then I'll explain it to you. Are you up for that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Okay, we'll start with the noun where it says level. Okay, so a device establishing a horizontal line or plane. We understand that that's a level, like a bubble level, whatever. A measurement of the distance.
Can I just say something there?
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't we start with the adjective, which is doing something? What it's doing?
We're going to go through right through the whole.
Yeah, but
we're
if
gonna
it's
go through all
doing
the
something, we
definitions
should
of it.
start with the doing something,
Calm
which is
down.
the adjective, right?
It's
show you
this
why.
is one of three.
Yeah. I'm going to show you why you should read the whole definition and not just cherry pick one part of adjective.
No, it's not cherry picking, but if something is doing something, that's an adjective. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so we should read the adjective then, right?
No, adjectives are describing. Hold on. An adjective's a describing word. A doing word is a verb.
Is the verb?
No.
Yeah, the verb is doing word. Yeah, you're correct. The adjective
Okay,
describes.
so we should describe that. You should read the description of what it's doing, right?
Yeah, but we're going to get there. Like I said, we're going to do the whole from start to the beginning because it lays out what level water is without any curve. That's why when you get to the adjective, it shows you that conforming to the level parts of water or curve parts of water means there's no curve because there is no curve explained earlier in the definition.
Okay, so why are we ignoring the one that says that there's?
I'm not ignoring it. I want to show you the whole definition. You want to cherry pick one part of the definition.
No, I'm just asking. No, that's fine. We can go through all of it. I'm just wondering why, if we go through all of it and it says what you say it says, then why we should ignore the one that says about the curvature. That's all.
No. There's not ignoring anything. We're going through everything. Okay.
So it does say the curvature, so we should account for the curvature.
There is no curve. That's what it's explaining. I'm going to show you.
But it does say curvature in the adjective of level, right?
Why it shows that liquid part of water is not curved.
But it does say in the adjective. It does say the curvature.
Okay, we're going to get there, Rachel. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Very important. Okay. Horizontal condition. Especially equilibrium of a fluid is marked by a horizontal surface of even altitude. Okay, you would agree with that?
Yeah, but again, if we go to a ball and we have an altitude of 1 centimeter off the side and an altitude of 1 centimeter off the top, that's still 1 centimeter and it can be a curve, right?
No.
Don't
No,
worry
so,
about ball or flat right now. We're going just through the definition on itself.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, but you said that the elevation. So if we have an elevation of the
Do
size
you
of a
get,
ball,
wait, do you get horizontal on a ball?
sorry, what?
Do you get a horizontal on a ball?
Yeah, you can have a horizontal. It's a tangent, right?
Great, because this whole definition is literally about horizontal.
Yeah, well, it's scale matters too, right?
Okay, so water seeks its own level. It's based on horizontal. Okay. Then it
What?
says
Hold on. I need to stop you there. You say water seeks its level. It's based on horizontal, right?
Yes,
He's reading from the definition. Can you let him finish reading it, or do you have to
No,
interrupt every second?
no. I'm just asking him where it says water seeks its level. It's based on horizontal. Does it say those words?
It says water seeks its own level right there.
Yeah, and did it say level is based on horizontal?
Yes, horizontal.
Right there.
Based on a horizontal surface or even altitude. There we go.
Horizontal condition.
Even
I think you just don't listen to anything he says and just want to spout out your lies.
Is even altitude curve.
I'm sorry, Flatzoid. 1 second. Can I just ask one thing?
Go ahead. You've been asking all the time.
Yeah, I just want to ask one thing. Can I speak to you directly and not people interrupting?
You are speaking to me. They're just correcting you because you're trying to get away from what I'm saying.
You can correct me though, right? You're smart enough and intelligent enough to correct me. You don't need these people to correct just you, right? You can do that yourself.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do, Rachie?
These people.
Because you're condescending to the people.
Yeah.
Would
No,
you
I'm not condescending. I'm just saying I want to speak to you directly.
Don't
Yeah,
overtalk
these people. These people's a bit condescending.
Yeah, exactly.
You might feel that. I just want to speak to Flatzoid, that's all.
Get very rude you as well. So would you maybe calm down and
Yep.
let me go through the definition?
So
Okay.
can I ask one more thing? Me wanting to speak to you directly and nobody else is me being condescending?
You were condescending, saying these people. That's
So if somebody wanted to speak to me directly, let's say, for example, a teacher wanted to speak to me directly and not somebody else, is that teacher being condescending?
That's not. It's by what you said. These.
No, I just want to talk to Flatzoid. That was my question. Can I talk to Flatzoid directly? So let's say I was a teacher and he was a parent. Well, let's say he was the teacher and I was a parent, and him as teacher wanted to speak to me directly. Then other parents get involved, right?
It doesn't matter. Before you get triggered and off again.
This is the thing. It makes it harder when other people get involved. I just want a one-to-one conversation. Is that possible?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay, will you guys give her 10 minutes with me quickly so I can go through the definition?
Yes, of
Because
course.
Yeah,
Can we fix the audio level because my ears is blowing?
Okay, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to go through the whole definition, okay? It's already showing fluid is marked by a horizontal surface. So water seeks its own level is already based on a horizontal, okay? Then we go to the next one, number 4. An approximately horizontal line or surface taken as an index of altitude. This would mean if you have an elevation angle or anything, the charts were arranged at eye level. It means it's a horizontal line.
Okay, so approximately horizontal, so not exactly horizontal, right?
Because it's eye level.
Right.
Eye level is an approximation. Eye level is an approximation. When you're standing, you.
I'm sorry. Why does that definition say eye level?
There. Charts were arranged at eye level.
Charts were arranged at eye level. Okay, an approximately horizontal line or surface, so approximately horizontal, all surface taken as an index of altitude. Okay, yeah.
That were charts arranged by eye level. Okay. Then,
okay. Approximately, right? Yeah.
Remember, this is just definition for level. Now it's talking about a plateau. Do you know what a plateau is?
Actually, I don't. I'll be honest, I don't.
Okay. Have you ever seen one of those mountains, maybe like Table Mountain, where the top of the mountain is like flat?
I can't say I have. Most mountains are pointy as far as I'm aware.
Relatively flat. Just imagine, like, after this, maybe go look at Table Mountain or something. It's just literally a field or a piece of mountain or something that's just relatively flat. So it looks as flat as it can be.
Like even the salt flats, that's a plateau.
Okay.
Okay. Then you get a position or rank, a scale, because it's significant of value, obviously, because that's level. Then you get a line or surface that cuts perpendicularly all plumb lines. Okay? So
Well, all plumb lines are the same then, right?
all the plumb lines are on the same, yes, because it cuts it perpendicularly, all plumb lines. That is, meets and hence would everywhere coincide with the surface of still water. Do you
Okay,
understand?
and where is still water? Because I mean, oceans have their tides, they have the waves at the beach.
About
So
equilibrium,
where do we find still water?
lake,
So like,
lake,
okay, a lake.
yeah, yeah,
So lakes don't have tides.
no.
So if I have a citation which say that lakes have tides, then what?
Go find one.
Okay, so if I come back with a citation or even evidence of a lake having a tide, then what about this definition then?
Like I said, a lake is still. You ask where you get still water. You get lakes that's
Yeah.
still water.
Okay.
Lakes,
I'm
you
just, I'm
get
just, I'm just asking if I
even a
come up with something. Not that I will. I'm just saying if
yeah,
I
yeah.
did.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even a dam, it's still water. But anyway,
Okay. Yeah.
what it's
Carry on. Yeah.
what it's saying specifically is that when water lies at equilibrium, in other words, seeks level, all the plumb lines cut perpendicular. So from point A to point B, it's
No,
over
no,
a
no. Hold on. It doesn't say that all plumb lines are perpendicular, does it?
does a line or surface that cuts perpendicular all plumb lines.
Okay. So if I have two plumb lines, if we imagine that there's two plumb lines, but they're not perpendicular to each other, can I not have a line that's perpendicular to each of them that's actually curved?
How do you know they're not perpendicular to each other?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you know. Let's imagine we don't know anything. We're just complete idiots. Let's imagine we're complete idiots, but we know there are two plumb lines. But then we also know that there's a curved line, and this curved line happens to intercept, and it seems perpendicular to both of them, and we know it's curved, but it intercepts both of them perpendicular, right?
That goes against the definition. We're talking about the definition of level here.
Well, that is one of the definitions, right, that you're bringing up.
No, it's not. This is literally giving you the picture that water at rest lies level, which is horizontal. It literally says that the plane of the horizon or a line in it. Okay? That this whole thing here tells you that water is a level horizontal plane.
The plane of the horizon or a line in it, right? So a line can't be curved?
Not a plane, no.
Right, it says the plane of the horizon or a line in it. So if we
what line it is.
or so if I say something is blue or it is green, then it's green, not blue. Or right? Or
This is how
it's different,
definition.
right?
They have an appendix. They have an A. This is 6A and 6B. Okay, do you understand that? And
Right,
B,
but if I say to you something is blue or it is green, green isn't blue, right?
No, A and B.
Right, so the line.
The A and B is of the same appendix. Okay, so they are part of 6. So the
Right, but
6.
but like I said, the curve could be if you have two.
We are
No, but
talking
like
about,
I said, if you have two.
Level. Curve is not level, and I'm telling you, based on the definition, there is no curve in the
Okay,
definition.
okay. Let's break this down. Can you show me a definition where it says curved is not level? Because that's what you're saying. Can you show me a definition where it says curved is not level?
I got it on screen.
No, that's not saying. Where are the words? The actual word. No, I'm not. I'll wait for you to finish. Carry on.
Okay, so then a line or surface, that would be this line that you were talking about, or surface, that would be the plane or the horizon, at all plumb lines, okay? So it coincides with still water at all plumb lines. So if you imagine a lake or a dam or whatever, it's still water. You put plumb lines from A to B, they'll all be perpendicular to
each other. Okay,
That
means
doesn't mean it couldn't be a curve, though, right?
no curve.
Yeah, but this is the thing. You haven't shown a definition that says the level cannot be a curve. Can you show me a definition that says level cannot be a curve? I mean, it's all right about interpreting things in your way.
Literally
No.
Is a horizontal curving, Rachie?
Actually, technically, it depends on what you mean by that.
Can a horizontal curve, Rachie?
Can a horizontal curve? A tangent can't curve. Can a horizontal curve? Technically, yes. It depends on what you mean by that.
Wow. No, it's simple.
I'm sorry. That's the most retarded statement you've ever made.
But again, here comes your panel. But again, me and you talking to each other. Can you actually show me the definition of level that says level is not curved? Those specific words. Level is not curved. Are those specific words there?
Yes. A line or surface that cuts perpendicularly all plumb lines.
Okay, a line or surface that cuts perpendicularly. Hold on, I'm using your words, right? A line or surface that cuts perpendicularly. I'm not talking to you. I'm trying to reiterate what you said, but also explain.
Again, you tell me where I can show you that where it says level means horizontal cannot curve.
No, that's not what it said.
A line or surface that cuts perpendicularly all plumb lines.
Yep.
Okay, that literally means a horizontal plane is needed for this to happen.
No. That's where I disagree.
Would everywhere coincide with a surface, the water, of still water. Everywhere.
Okay. A line or surface that cuts perpendicular all plumb lines. So if I hold my fingers, and I say this one is plumb and this one is plumb, but I'm above a curved ball. So I have a ball in front of me and I hold one finger above one part of the ball and another finger above one part of the ball. They're plumb relatives to the ball, right? But then I could have a perpendicular. They're not. So if I have a ball in front of me.
Plumb lines on a ball.
But if I have a ball in front of me, yeah? So let's say you have a ball in front of you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and you put one straight line, let's say you put a finger, straight finger straight above that ball. That's plumb, right?
Yes, that's one plumb.
Relative to the surface, yeah? And then you put one plumb line on the side of that ball. That's still plumb relative to that ball, right?
It's not the same perpendicular.
Yeah, but no, that's not what I asked though. Is that the same plumb relative to that ball? So basically, you are plumb. You are plumb on the side of that ball relative to that ball, right? So if we then turn that ball 90 degrees, you are then plumb, right?
No, you cannot have the same plumb on a ball. It's geometrically impossible.
No, I didn't say you can have the same plumb. What I said is, okay, let's start fresh, right? So you have a ball in front of you. You hold your finger above that ball, and that is plumb, right?
Okay.
Is that correct?
I have a ball with me. Let me get a ball.
No, we can just imagine it, right? You have a ball in front of you. You put a finger on top of that ball, pointing straight up. That's plumb, right? Relative to the ball. Is he still here?
He's going to get a ball.
Oh, okay. But can't you imagine it?
Of course, you can imagine it, but I think it's better with a practical demonstration, isn't it?
The thing that is isn't imagination. You know that, right?
No,
so
I mean, it ain't hard to imagine a ball in front of you, is it? It ain't hard to imagine a ball, though, is it? Come on.
Okay, I can't find a big ball, but a tennis ball will work.
A tennis ball will work, yeah, perfect.
A golf ball. There we go.
Okay.
So I've got it. Okay.
Now put your finger on top of it, right? Or whatever you're holding, that pencil or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Put it up a bit more so we can see it's like 90 degrees relative to the ball, right? Yeah. Okay. It's plumb, right? Relative to the surface.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Now, put it on the side. So it's like 90 degrees relative to that, right? Okay, now turn the ball with the plumb. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's still plumb relative to the surface, right?
Not to that
No,
plumb.
no. You've changed it, but that's still the same. Yeah. There you go.
Wait.
Keep it the same. Keep it the same like that. No. What you just let's just do exactly what. No, you don't need to draw on the ball. Let's just do exactly what you just did. No. Let's just do exactly what you just did. No. Let's go back. Let's rewind. Do exactly what you just did. Do exactly what you just did. Where's it going? Do exactly what you just did. You just did it right.
I know this is
You did it right. You're proving something.
You did it right.
Get it right the wrong way. Get it right the wrong way,
You
please.
just showed 2 plums relative to the surface are still plumb, right?
You know what plumb means?
Yeah.
Right. So can you have the same? Can you have the same perpendicular? Can you have the same perpendicular on your ball, Richie?
Okay. Do what you just did.
I'm asking you, can you have the same perpendicular on your ball, Richie?
Do what you just did, and you'll see about perpendicular.
Okay, we're gonna say this is China. I'm standing at China now.
Don't matter where it is. Yeah. Okay. That's 90 degrees, right? That's plumb. Yeah. Okay. Now that's China. Okay. Now do 90 degrees relative to the top of the ball.
That's China. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
90 degrees. Yeah.
Australia. Is
Right.
Australia and China on the same plumb?
No. Right. Now listen. Now you've got 2 plums. Yeah. Have you got 2 plums now? You got 2 plums. Yeah. No, you had plum relative to China just, and then you got plum relative to whatever you said it was, yeah, right?
This is plum now.
Yeah, so you got 2 different plums, yeah?
Different plums?
Yeah. Wait, I'm not finished. So you got 2 different plums. It didn't say not to having 2 different plums, did it? Come on, Flatzoid. It didn't say you cannot have 2 different plums. Did it say that? No, it didn't.
Yes, it does.
Bring yourself back up, Flatzoid. No, bring yourself back up with the plums. Bring yourself back up with the plums.
Wait.
Bring yourself back up with the ball. Where you going?
Let me read it again for you. A line or surface that cuts perpendicular.
Yeah, perpendicular. Yeah, perpendicular. All right, so bring the plums back up, because it was on about the plums, and then it was on about perpendicular, right? Plums, bring the full screen. Plums, right?
All plumb lines.
Okay, full screen. Okay, plum, and then you had a plum, 90 degrees to that, right?
Yeah,
when you turned it 90 degrees, you had another plum, right? We had 2 plums relative to the surface. Yeah? Okay. Now, if we had a line that was perpendicular to those 2 plums, would that be a curved line, Flatzoid?
No.
What?
How's this perpendicular?
Okay,
How are you
okay.
having perpendicular to these?
Okay, what's perpendicular? Okay, hold that like that. Hold it. Don't move it. Don't move it. Don't move it. No, bring it back. Bring it
Draw it
back.
on paint folder because it's easier than holding it.
Bring it back. Full screen, Flatzoid. Bring it back. You just did it. Bring it back.
I'm going to draw it, roller on paint.
No. Don't draw it. Bring it back. Bring it back, Flatzoid. Bring it back.
Can you turn her down a bit? It's like
Yeah,
you
please,
can't
just gonna
talk at a
say-
normal volume, and
this is
she
very
always
loud.
has to be screaming and yelling. So
Bring it back.
There we go. Can you see it on screen, Rachel?
Yeah, but I'd rather you do it. Actually, we prefer demonstrations, right? Do we prefer demonstrations or do we prefer CGI and diagrams?
China.
As flat earthers, we prefer demonstrations, right? Bring yourself.
You're not a flat earther, so you can't say anything. Okay. There we go.
Right, but as a flat earther, I know where I prefer this flat earther, so bring it back.
Now we're going
Bring
to
it back.
not a flat earther.
There we go.
Never were.
All right, fine. Let's do it like that. Yeah. So no longer moaning about
Someone turn her down because my head is blowing.
Okay, show me where's the perpendicular, Rachel.
Okay, what's perpendicular to that top one, Flatzoid? Is that line? Let's zoom in. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Zoom in.
Okay.
Zoom in.
There we go.
Now zoom in more. More. A lot more. Zoom in. Remember, the Earth is big, right? Zoom in. Now zoom in more.
She really thinks this is gonna help.
More. Now move up, so we can see the top. Yeah. Zoom
this
in
is what
even
they
more.
call a dumpster
Zoom in
fire.
more. A lot more. Zoom in more.
Stry is correct. I can't zoom in more than that.
Okay, fine. What's perpendicular to that? Let's imagine it can zoom in more than that. But what's perpendicular to that, Flatzoid? At the surface, though, as well.
The only perpendicular you have here is this vertical and this horizontal.
Okay, so that's perpendicular, right? Okay, now go to the side. Now turn it 90 degrees. Go to the side. Now do perpendicular to that.
How? You can't do perpendicular. It's already had your perpendicular.
Yes, you can. Turn it sideways. Turn it 90 degrees. You can't flip 90 degrees. Come on, Flats.
That's not perpendicular.
Okay. She doesn't realize that she's literally having a retarded argument here.
Relative. Come on. You don't understand relative? Come on. No wonder you don't understand relativity. Come on. Relative is a thing. Like left and right is relative. Come on. You understand relative, right?
Okay, there we go. Now what?
Okay, now zoom in and do perpendicular to that.
Okay. I can't believe you really think this is helping your argument. Okay.
It is. Right, now if we was to join those two lines and do it actually... Wait. No, you're doing tangents. You're doing tangents. Wait there. Right.
No, there's no tangent on
No. Wait there. Wait.
Whoa.
Wait. You've got perpendicular. Now we need those perpendicular to remain the same elevation above.
I'm going to stop you right there, Rachel.
Yep, carry on.
I want you to please show me where on a definition for horizontal or
no, we're on about level. We're on about level.
Tangent. Well, level is horizontal.
No, it's not. No, it can be on a small scale, not on the global scale.
Okay, so again, I've got the definition on screen. All plumb lines. Now, let's read it again. Let's make it big for you again. Is it showing? Stop. This is not showing by me. I'm just going to put it up again. Is it showing now? There we go. Okay, let's make it big. A line, that would be a line that we just drew, or the surface.
No, it's not the line that you just drew.
Yes, I drew a line on screen for you.
No. Yeah, but you did draw a line, but it wasn't the line that it was on about.
Yeah, okay. That cuts perpendicularly. This is the wait. Yeah. This is the crux here. You see this word A-double-L. You know what that word means?
That cuts perpendicularly. Does that say at?
Oh,
yeah. All
plumb lines.
Plumb lines, yeah. Which is what I was just trying to get you to do, but you deleted the screen at that point. You took away the screen when I was trying to get you to do that. Why did you do that, Platt?
Because that's not what you were saying.
You have two different plumb lines, right?
Yeah, the plumb line. What?
Okay, let's get it back on screen for her. That should be good. Okay, show me where those things are going to reach all plumb lines, Rachel. Go ahead. Show me all plumb lines cut through, please, by a line.
She's gone.
Hey, Flash, can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah.
There she is.
I'm not gone. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gone. So you see that curved line right there? Actually, you've got it right there. Do you see that curved line? That circle, that curved line between the 90 degrees? Do you see the 90 degrees that you've got on screen? The green and the red, the 90 degrees, right?
Two different.
You see the green meeting the red? Do you see the green meeting the red?
Oh, for fuck's sake. In the center of Earth?
Yeah, but it don't matter where it is. Do you see the green meeting the red?
In the center of Earth, okay.
Wherever it is. Do you see the green meeting the red, yes?
In the center of Earth. Get on with it.
Well, I don't know what it is. It could be a ball. It could be anything. I'm not saying it's anything. All I'm saying is I'm just trying to get you to understand what line I'm looking at. So I'm just saying the green meets the red, right? At that point, you also have a curve, right? There's a curved line between the green and the red.
surface of your ball, you're calling?
Right, so let's ignore the green that goes down to meet the red. So let's just take the green that meets the surface and the red that meets the surface. There's a curved line between that surface and that surface. Let's ignore the rest of the green that meets the red. There's a red and there's a green that touches at the surface. And then you've got a curved line between the surface, which is the surface on this, like, let's say is the surface. You've got the green and the red, which will be plumb, and then you've got a curved line between the plumb, which is perpendicular to each plumb at that spot. Therefore, it meets the definition, and a curved line can actually be level. Well done. Now can we move on?
You just blew my mind. Just went boom.
Sorry, Carter. You don't even know what perpendicular means, Rachie?
That it is perpendicular at that spot, Flatzoid.
Quickly, what perpendicular means on screen, please. For everybody, I'm going to put a big screen. So everybody can listen to Rachie saying what perpendicular is. Please read it.
It is perpendicular at the spot, Flatzoid.
Read what it's saying here on screen, please.
But it's a little bit small. So all I see is at an angle of 90 degrees to a given line, plane or surface or the ground. That's even smaller. My eyesight isn't the best, I'll be honest.
90. So at the straight line of 90 degrees, given a line plane, also can a plane curve, Rachie?
Hold on, a line, which can be any kind of line, a curved line, a diagonal line, any line. Or if you don't understand what "or" means, or a given line, a plane, or surface of the ground. So the ground could be curved, right? Or the ground.
I just want to make sure. Are you retarded?
No. All I'm saying is, it says
Make a boat. Do a boat on it.
Yeah,
you asked me, and then when I try and actually,
you shut the hell up now, so I can explain to you what a 90-degree angle is. Okay, because my 9-year-old daughter understands what 90-degree angles is. You don't.
Do you understand the word "or" though? So if I say to you, that is a boy, or it's a girl, is a girl a boy? If I say to you, that is a boy, or it's a girl, does "or" mean a boy is a girl? Because this is the thing that you seem to understand, the difference between a girl and a boy, right? So if I say that is a boy, or it's a girl, is a girl a boy? Or, do you understand the meaning "or"?
Because you're getting triggered, I'm going to tell you very kindly now, so I don't have to mute you. Keep quiet like an adult, so I can explain to you like a child what the 90-degree angle is, because you don't seem to understand
That's not the point, though. You don't understand "or." What does "or" mean? Maybe look up the definition of "or."
Okay, I did warn her. I've muted her, so I can make the point now. On screen, I'm going to make it big again, because she doesn't understand what is being said here. So, this is how English language works, Rachie. At an angle of 90 degrees. So imagine a 90-degree angle. That would be perpendicular, a vertical and a horizontal. Now it moves on to a given line, comma, plane, comma, or surface, or to the ground. Do you understand that all of those things are based on 90-degree angles? There is no curve in a 90-degree angle, Rachie. Now I'm going to unmute you. Do you understand what 90 degrees means? You've unmuted.
Do you understand what "or" means? So if I say this is red or blue, is red blue?
Oh, God.
Okay, sentence structure. This is sentence structure. Again, it tells you perpendicular is at an angle of 90 degrees. 90 degrees are two perpendicular straight lines. So a vertical straight line hitting perpendicular at a 90-degree horizontal straight line. Now it is telling you this 90-degree angle is given a line, a plane, or surface, or to the ground. So that ground or surface is a plane or line at 90 degrees. That is how language works. Sentence structure and how you read it is very important.
I'm muted.
No, you're not.
Okay, can I have 20 seconds then?
Go.
If that, right? So if I say to you, something is a colour or red and blue, does that mean red and blue are the same thing?
You know what a false equivalence is?
Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
No. You are giving a false equivalence because you are trying to change what's on screen.
No, I'm listening to the word or. Do you not know what the word or means?
Explain it to you in Afrikaans, maybe.
No, it's not my fault you don't understand what the word or means. You know, this is black or it's red. Black is not red. Red is not black. Or means different things. You can have a pineapple which is yellow, or you can have a pineapple which is green. Green is not yellow, but you can have a pineapple which is green.
You think yelling actually makes your point get across?
Not the same thing though, right? Can we understand that?
Oh my goodness.
Rachie, I don't want to fight with you or overtalk you or anything. So can we have an adult conversation?
I'm trying to, but when you can't understand the word or, it's kind of frustrating. So if I said to you, let me talk for 1 minute, yeah?
You always
not
talk.
even that. Not even that.
20 seconds. I think
But-
20 seconds
But
is
this is
over.
a
Maybe
perfect
flat now.
example. No, I'm talking to Flatzoid. This is a perfect example, right? I bought a pineapple recently, and I didn't know if it was ripe or not. Now, when I looked online and I looked at Google and I looked at YouTube, it was showing a beautiful golden yellow pineapple, right? And that was ripe. And when the leaves pulled out, it's ripe. But actually, the different kind of pineapple that I had was actually meant to be green when it's ripe. So the point is, green could be ripe, or beautifully golden yellow could be ripe. Or the word is or. So green was, in my case, was actually ripe, which actually explains why it started to develop, white shit on it, because it was mold. It was getting old. It was not ripe in the way that I thought it should do. Or, do you know what I mean? This pineapple should be yellow if it's ripe, but this pineapple, if it's ripe, should be green. Or, so it should be green if it's ripe, if it's this kind of pineapple, this kind of level, or it should be yellow if it's ripe, if it's this kind of level. You have different kinds of level. Or, the meaning or is important. Red or blue. Blue is not red, and red is not blue, but in
But
the
they are
meaning
both
or
colours,
is important.
just
You're
like that is both
ignoring
a
the
level.
word or. And again, I'm talking to Flatzoid.
I'm going to try and explain this in another way. I'm going to try and explain it like I would explain to a child. First of all, your false equivalence of pineapples and colors have nothing to do with what you're showing on screen. That's
It
why I
does,
said
because it's an or.
this has got to do with sentence structure. You learn sentence structure in primary school.
I'm sorry, Flatzoid, but you do not understand sentence structure. Just the words have shown you to know that. Do you know what I mean? You thought
Can you turn her volume down a bit?
you thought that person was
again
it's like
because
always
she
yelling.
can't grow up and be an adult. I've let her babble now for how long now, speaking false equivalences because she doesn't understand sentence structure. So Rachie, just sit back, listen very carefully on what I'm going to say and how the sentence structure works. Because this is English language. You're supposed to know this. Okay, I'm going to make it big again. Let's quickly move to the noun first, because that's going to explain it good. A straight line, not curved, at an angle of 90 degrees to a what? A given line, a plane, or a surface. Now, at each division, draw a perpendicular representing this surface, line, not curve, line. Now let's put that back to the adjective, okay? Look what it says again. At an angle of 90 degrees. I think we should actually draw this out just for Rachie. I'm going to actually paste it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it on.
just for Rachel. Sorry, I just want to get it up here quickly. Goes to share screen, place it at the window. Unfortunately, Rachel, I have to mute you because you are not able to just shut up so a person can talk. Okay, so are you guys able to see on screen? Okay, I'm guessing everybody has, and I've unmuted you, Rachel. Okay, so what I've got on screen now is the definition. So let's draw out what the definition says quickly. I'm just going to delete some of this.
I'm sorry, but one thing, the person who couldn't let Andrew Johnson speak for 20 seconds say that I can...
Okay, I'm going to carry on. So let's go. Andrew Johnson presented his gas pressure with containment and asked us to actually have a conversation with him. He wanted us to engage with him. So anyway, back to this. 90 degrees. Let's quickly draw a 90 degree as it says, at a 90 degree. Okay, there we go. Let's draw it. That's a 90 degree. Okay, a 90 degree would be denoted as this box here. That is 90 degrees. Okay. Ooh, what happened now? I'll do that again. Sorry. 90 degrees.
Maybe it's just that done.
Okay, there we go. You'd understand that's a 90 degree, right? You understand what's 90 degrees,
Am I unmuted?
No, yes, long ago.
Yeah, you've been unmuted for a bit.
You even told me about Andrew
It's
Johnson.
amazing you can actually speak low.
Yeah, well, you never know with you because apparently you have to mute because, you know, yeah. But anyway, do I understand that that's a 90 degree?
Hey, do you have to yell now?
Sorry. Again, even when I'm trying to represent your point, I get muted or talked over.
You're
So
yelling though.
you
Can you
don't.
talk
You're
normally?
yelling and screaming.
Stop
Do I
yelling.
understand?
Just turn
Can
your
I
audio down.
When I finish, do I understand that
You're
that's a
blowing
90
our ears.
Oh
You
my
understand
days!
that? Our ears are
Do
hurting.
I understand that that's a 90-degree
Okay,
angle?
shut her up,
But
please, man.
you're over talking me. Do I understand that that's a 90-degree angle? Yes.
Okay,
Can I
so what?
get
What?
there without people interrupting? Do I understand that that's a 90-degree angle? Yes, Flatzoid. Keep your
Okay.
panel in check, bloody hell.
Great. So what part of this 90 degree angle is a curve?
Nobody said that 90-degree angle was a curve.
Okay,
Did
cool.
they?
So now we're going to go on with the definition. I'm going to now draw to a given line or plane. Okay, this is the plane. This is the line. Or surface to the ground. Let's quickly draw the surface to the ground. There we go. Can you show me where the ground, just because it says or surface or the ground, is curved, Rachel?
Hold on. Right. You've drawn the ground as a straight horizontal. You have automatically presumed that it's horizontal. Now, how about you draw that ground as a curve and then go from there? Because automatically you have done a false equivalence or a bias that it's automatically horizontal. That's automatically what you've done. Now you could have drew a curve that is horizontal at a point, but not at all points. Yet you haven't done that. Is that dishonesty or just dumbness? What is it?
Did you just agree with me that that is a 90 degree angle, Rachel?
Nobody said that's not a 90-degree angle, but that you can have a 90-degree angle on a curve. Do you not understand that? Are you that dumb, Flatzoid?
You cannot have a 90 degree curved adjacent, Rachel. Then it's not a 90 degree.
You can have a 90-degree angle at a point on a curve. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand a tangent, Flatzoid?
There is no tangent in this definition.
Do you understand a tangent and that can be 90 degrees on a curve? If you have, let's put it this way, Flatzoid.
Is
If
a
you
90 degree perpendicular a tangent, Rachel?
Relative to what, Flatzoid? Relative. Do you understand the words relative?
Is the word relative here, Rachel?
Flat, get rid of her. She's a pig. She's a
No,
waste.
it's fine. I'm loving this because this is the same retarded argument we always get from all the globers all over.
And
Yeah,
I'm just
again, because at the end of the day, Flatzoid, right? I don't want to argue with you, right? But at the end of the day,
Who's speaking over who now, Rachie? Come on.
I don't know.
Stop
Everybody's
talking.
speaking over everyone. I can hear PJ, I can hear you, I can hear Flatzoid, I can hear, you know, whatever. I can
Well,
hear all
I've been quiet for the last half hour. Yeah, so
yeah.
don't yell.
You know, I can
Don't
hear you
scream.
keep interrupting. I'm guessing that I would say that's Discord, but Discord got really got you know, thingy by a lot of people on it. So
this is the disrespect I get, because I'm happy this is happening, because first of all, it shows she gets triggered because she can't accept the definitions for what they are.
no,
She has to
correct.
be like a child, doesn't understand simple things like 90 degrees or horizontals or level, and then wants to come tell me I don't understand something because she's trying to add tangency into a 90-degree angle.
Not
First
what
of
I
all,
said. No strawman.
For a 90-degree angle, you require a curve. Sorry, for a
Oh,
tangent.
you require a curved surface. You was about to say then, Flatzoid.
Wait. For a tangent, you require a curved surface. Is that correct, Rachie?
Apparently, that's what you just said, didn't it? You, for a 90-degree tangent, you require a curved surface, right?
Requires a curve.
Huh?
A tangent requires a curve.
Nobody said that.
So a tangent doesn't require.
You.
Don't you even know what a tangent is? But you brought it up.
No, I'm just saying that's what you said. I didn't actually say that. You said that.
Okay, so you disagree. A tangent doesn't require a curve.
No, I didn't say I disagree, but that's what you said.
You agree,
and then you tried to put words in my mouth. I never said I agree or disagree. You just tried to put words in my mouth.
Let's put it this way: does a tangent require a curve, Rachie?
A tangent is a line relative to a curve. Yes.
So it requires a curve. Great. So in perpendicular,
Bingo.
Are there any tangents?
In a perpendicular, is there a tangent? That depends, doesn't it, Flatzoid?
I'm sorry to tell you, there isn't.
No, but this is the thing. It depends, Flatzoid. See,
no,
you know,
there isn't.
See, every time I try to finish my sentence, I get interrupted. But when you try to interrupt yours, it's a problem.
Okay, I'm going to go back to
you
paint.
ask me a question, I go to answer it. I can't answer it without getting interrupted. But yeah.
I'm gonna.
Name is Andrew Johnson, right? This is why nobody will come to that Flatzoid. This is why people want a third party, a different channel, because they either get interrupted by your panel or you.
Nobody even gets your points, Reggie. Everybody's just silent because
you've been outed by all
nobody
of
wants to listen to you anymore. Try to be polite so we can actually enjoy it a little.
She's trying.
Again, I said me and Flatzoid, but you can't keep your mouth shut, can you?
Trying and over talking me constantly.
No, but this girl can
I'm going to draw her for level again to explain to her why this doesn't work.
It does.
Okay, on screen here, where is the 90 degree, Rachie?
Relative to what? You've got multiple. You've got multiple.
Relative. There's
oh
only
my God! You asked me a question, you won't let me answer.
Go ahead.
You said, where is the 90 degrees? I go to answer and then you won't let me answer. This is the thing. You've done this all stream. So where is the 90 degrees you want me to answer? Okay, I will answer. The 90 degrees, there's at least two on there. At least.
At least? Where's the other?
But you got 90 degrees in the center, correct?
Yes, got 90 degrees in the center.
Okay, now if you was to zoom in really close on the top of that, you'd also have a 90 degrees, correct?
No.
Oh, so if you use GeoAlgebra, zoom in, Brian's logic, did he? He also saw that there was a 90 degrees. And then all you got to do is rotate the image 90 degrees and then zoom in again on that. And then you got another 90 degrees. So there's 90 degrees at least.
Is a point a plane?
How long does the plane have to be, Flatzoid? A centimetre, 2 centimetres, 3 centimetres, 4 miles, 10 miles? How long does the plane have to be? Does it have to be infinity, Flatzoid?
This might be
this is spherical geometry.
Oh, hold on. Somebody's over talking you, Flatzoid. Better correct them.
Okay. This might be a bit too complicated for you to understand. In geometry, a point and a plane are not the same things. Do you know why that is?
Well, yeah, you got corrected on that, didn't you, Flatzoid? You even have to admit that yourself. That you
is a point
you
and
admitted, hold on. Before you continue with a point,
Is a
You asked me
point
a question again. I'm trying to answer.
Are you a child?
You was about a point in geometry, and you had to correct yourself
I have
because
to go
of
and mute
globule.
her again. I have to mute her like a child again because she cannot just behave herself like a normal adult human being. So I'm going to unmute you again, Rachie, and I just want you to answer me a straight, simple answer. Is a point and a plane the same thing according to geometry? That's it. Okay?
Am I
You're
unmuted?
Yes.
Okay, well, unlike you, I know the answer to that, and you have to correct yourself. I would say no, but you did have to correct yourself on what a point and a plane was. Right, that's it.
Not the same. Great. So, therefore, it's not a 90 degree.
Am I still unmuted?
No, you're not. How else can I answer you if you're damn muted?
I said, am I still unmuted? So I'm not. Okay, yeah, anyway. My point was, I didn't say it was a point, did I, Flatzoid? So why try to strawman me? Did I say if you zoom in to a specific point, it's a point? No, I didn't. Strawman.
No. You said there's more than 190 degree.
Yeah, and I didn't say a point, did I?
What do you require for a 90 degree, Rachie?
Lines, Flatzoid. I didn't say a point.
Oh. So can I make it clear that there
That
is
you
only
don't know what a point and a line is, yeah.
There's only 190 degree on screen.
No, there's not.
Where's the other 90 degrees, Rachie?
Zoom in and you will find it, Flatzoid.
No, that's a curved surface, Rachie.
It looks like zooming. Keep zooming and zooming and zooming and zooming and zooming. You don't have to go to a point, Flatzoid. There is a 90 degree there. Go to GeoGebra as Brian's logic does,
on your
and
globe,
you will
Rachie.
see.
Sorry, Rachie. On your globe, okay, do you have a horizontal plane or do you have a point? That would be tangency.
No, a point isn't a tangent. What the fuck are you on about?
A point is a tangent.
No, it's not. Oh my fucking
It's a
days,
straight
man.
line touching at a point.
A straight line, so no a point then.
Language
On
is
a curve. You have to teach you what.
Ridiculous.
I have to literally teach you what tangent is now as well.
A straight line.
For all the Globers watching this, do you find this smart? Do you find this appealing? That this is the level
point,
and retard that we have to put up with. Because I can tell you, my golf ball has more intelligence than what's going on right now.
A lot of people have more intelligence than you. Is a straight line a point?
No.
No, exactly. And I'm on about the straight line. So when I
no
say
90-degree angle, can I show you what would
I'm
make it?
talking about a straight line. Strawmanning me does not help you, Flatzoid. It just shows you the science.
No, this is hard for you.
Yeah, it is hard for you, yeah. Because you have no evidence to that. Let's ignore that. Let's go for
Maybe
evidence.
stop interrupting him. Maybe stop interrupting if you don't like being interrupted yourself.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody's talking to you until Flatzoid.
Be rude. Be rude, Mom.
Talking to Flatzoid, not you.
No, you are not. You're yelling at him when he's
Talking to Flatzoid. Your name's not Flatzoid. Shut up.
Okay. Anyway, you see that red line, Rachel?
Freaking rude. You shouldn't even be here.
Yes, I see the red line. And again, shut up, PJ. I'm talking to Flatzoid. This is what your problem last time, wasn't it? Shut your mouth.
So what is the definition of a tangent?
Yeah, the red line. Yeah, carry on, Flatzoid. Red line. Yes, red line, Flatzoid. Sorry, yes, red line.
Okay, cool. So the line is meeting at a tangent on the curved surface there, correct?
No.
So that's not a tangent. That's not a line. Meeting at a point.
Let's be clear what I mean. The red line is not a tangent. Can we agree with that?
No, because that's exactly what it is in geometry.
So you think the red line is a tangent?
Yes, it's a straight line meeting at a point on the surface. That's called a tangent, Rachie.
Is a tangent a horizontal?
Tangents can be any degree, Rachie.
Okay, but in reference to what I'm talking about, is that what I mean, Flatzoid?
No. I'm making a very important point here. So you would agree
Okay,
that,
so you're not talking what I'm talking about. Okay, you're talking about something else. Okay, carry on.
would you agree that this point here, where it's reaching, is a tangent?
What I'm talking about is obviously something different that you're talking about, which is probably where the impasse lies. Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to ask again.
that's not what I'm talking about. See,
would you
I think we're talking. The thing is, I think we're getting at an impasse because we're talking about two different things here.
No. I'm trying to explain to you why you don't have a 90 degree on a curve. So you would agree this is a tangent to this point that's meeting here?
Not the tangent that I'm talking about, though, Flatzoid.
That is a tangent.
Yeah, but it's not the one I'm talking about.
Should we make it 90 degrees quickly for you?
It's not the one I'm talking about.
There we go. This would be a 90 degree, correct?
So you can have a 90 degree to curve, correct? Yes.
Okay, great. We've put a 90 degree now there. Is the surface following that horizontal?
No, Flatzoid.
Great. So only at the tangent point is it perpendicular to the horizontal and the vertical.
No, Flatzoid.
No. Where else is it perpendicular to?
But it's not only at a point, is it? I mean, if you zoom in a little bit, you can actually see that it goes more than a point, can't you? Even on your diagram, and your diagram isn't that big, let's be honest.
Remember, you just agreed with me that a tangent is a point from a straight line touching at a curve.
Doesn't matter. What your question that you asked just was not what I agree with.
So, because this now 90 degree here only shares the same horizontal at point of tangency, it does not cut perpendicular any other perpendicular that you claim on your globe.
Yes, it does, Flatzoid.
Oh, really? Where does it have? So you're saying this is on the same plane as that?
Curve it, Flatzoid.
Is that 90
Curve it, Flatzoid, and it'll be perpendicular to the plumb. Curve it, Flatzoid. No, but the level. Hold on.
Did we not just establish that curves are not 90 degree? You require two straight lines.
No, we didn't establish that. But anyway, the point was that the definition that you brought up didn't even involve tangent. It involved perpendicular. Perpendicular. If you was to do perpendicular relative to the two plumbs, it would be curved, Flatzoid.
Great. So.
Yeah, great.
By omission now, conceding then.
Yes, you are conceding, yeah.
You cannot have a 90 degree angle or plane meeting at the same perpendicular anywhere on your globe.
Nobody said 90 degrees. Even your definition didn't say 90 degrees.
Nope. That's what it says, horizontal. And perpendicular is 90 degrees based on a horizontal.
No. You're interpreting it that way. It's not what it said, Flatzoid.
A perpendicular that doesn't require horizontal and vertical.
Nobody said perpendicular doesn't require horizontal and perpendicular plumb.
You just said that. This is the problem.
No.
You have to contradict yourself.
Do I need to do a video to show you, Flatzoid, what I mean?
You can do it now.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on from this, and we'll do a video to show you what I mean. Then let's go on to who's that?
Everybody's getting frustrated with your retardness.
Now you know what you sound like.
No, I'm just saying I agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Like I said, I will do a video to show you exactly what I'm trying to say. Let's move on from that and go to your evidence of flat Earth. What evidence you got, Flat Earth?
You wanting me to show you why your globe cannot be level? What I got on screen now, and all the concessions you just made, proves that the definition shows not a curving level.
No, just because you don't understand what I mean does not mean that I can show you a video to show exactly what I mean.
All of us so stupid and you so amazingly
again,
smart,
but no one even gets
and
again, it seems he can't keep
you anymore. Get yourself
again,
together, woman.
Shut this, Lord. You know, all the panel's already been mean to you anyway, so I don't know what you fuck you even doing here anyway.
Do you think I care what you say right now? You can't hurt me, man. No one gives a fuck what you say anymore.
Wait. Rachie, I've muted her again. Just because we disagree with each other doesn't mean we aren't friends and actually go on with each other. What the hell? She's trying to put discourse here as well.
I'm sorry about that, Flats.
Sorry?
Didn't mean to do that.
No. It's Rachie. She can't just stick to the subject. So I've muted her quickly so I can make the point. What we've seen here, guys, is the same Dunning-Kruger that I get from all these anti-flat earthers. The sad point is, Rachie used to understand what level means. She used to actually fight for this. Since she's become retarded, yes, retarded, she doesn't understand with all the concessions she's just made on screen now, shows that they cannot claim level curves for their globe. Remember, she came on arguing about the level of definition. We haven't even got past the first part yet. Why? Because she doesn't want to accept all those horizontals in the definition. So now I'm going to unmute her again so we can get back to the definition. And then, Rachie, I want you to understand that what you've just done shows that your globe doesn't exist based on the definition of level. Okay, she's unmuted. I'm going to share the screen of level again. There we go. Is it showing on screen? Great. So let's try this again. I'm going to make it big. So let's go on. So what we have established, the surface that cuts perpendicular all plumb lines. Your globe cannot do this. It's physically, geometrically impossible for this to happen.
So says you, but that's wrong.
No. Literally, we showed it now geometrically. You cannot link all your plumb lines perpendicularly to each other. It is impossible. It's not geometrically possible. The only shape that can do this, it's not actually a shape, is a horizontal plane. Okay, so let's carry on with the definition. Then they're talking about horizontal passage, a mine intended to regular working, transportation, whatever. Concentration of constituent, especially body fluids such as blood, sugar levels, the magnitude of quantity, so you can raise, arbitrary stuff. Okay, let's move on to the verb. Now, what is a verb, Rachie? It's a doing word. Okay, so let's see what it says with verb. To make a line or surface horizontal, make flat or level. So you level a field or level a house lot. So what does this word mean here?
I got a feeling she's gonna say I was muted. So
Oh,
how do
not.
we?
She's not even
she's
here.
gone.
She left.
How did that happen? Okay.
She left because
All right.
she gets totally schooled on her own concessions.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
and I'll
probably
talk
got enough content for her debunk video saying, "Oh,
Yeah,
he
she-
always muted me" and all that stuff, and then she'll cut out all the parts where she actually talked for a while.
Yeah, but she can
didn't actually talk; she actually screamed the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not just that. She was very childish. She didn't understand any word that was bring up. Then she goes and concedes the words that I explained to her and then tells me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It's really sad. Anyway, I'm going to quickly read the super chats because you guys did send a few. Sorry I didn't read them out, guys. Was busy educating a little child. Okay, Tony Whitcomb, thank you for your £10 super chat. He says, Rachie, show us the definition of the word curved in the definition of sea level. She can't. Because when we do get there, it doesn't understand that it doesn't say it's curved. It's saying it follows water at level, at rest, which is, by definition, horizontal. Okay, the next one. Thank you very much again, dude. You rock. Tony Whitcomb for his $2 super chat says, level has no part higher or lower than the other. Exactly. Thank you very much. And this is exactly why I pointed out to her earlier. On your globe model, you live on a geoid, and at the equator, the water level would be higher than at the pole. So therefore, it's not the same level. By definition, your globe debunks the word level by your definition.
And there's
Then Tony-
different levels to stupidity too. Levels.
Mm-hmm. And then Tony Whitcomb for another £10 super chat. Really appreciate it. He says, Rachie, flight simulations are made using a flat plane of reference. Do your research. Yes, actually all computer games are. Excuse me. All computer games are, because it uses coordinate systems based on a flat plane.
Imagine
Really
that.
appreciate it. Yeah, it's weird, eh?
Uh-huh.
Flat out fudge. Thank you very much for $5 special. He says, could you ask her to pull up a diagram for the different types of level? Well, she says she's going to make a video. So it's going to be interesting to see what a video says. But thank you very much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody. Sorry I didn't read them out earlier. It was just a bit difficult.
Hey, Flash, did you read mine out? I didn't hear it.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's read it again.
No, I'm good. I'm good. If you read it, that's all I needed.
I appreciate it, man.
No problem. And if they want proof for flat Earth, I'm going to be putting together a nice documentary.
Oh, another documentary.
Yeah, well, I'm getting together all their paperwork on it. They're proving it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to carry on quickly. So the verb is a doing word, okay? Can you ask me if they tell you when they level something out and they say they're making a line or surface horizontal or to make flat or level, why don't they say to make it curved?
I can't think of a reason why they would.
It's weird, eh? And then it gets even worse. So when you aim a gun, you aim or direct, you level at the charge. So when you aim a gun level, that means it's horizontal aiming position, correct? Why is it not a curving aiming position? Weird. Now remember, this is
straight,
all,
huh?
Yeah. And it gets even worse again. To bring common a level or plane to equalize. So to equalize a level plane. Wow. Huh.
Well, I mean, the traditional explanation is that the curve of the Earth is so small and so slight you could just treat it as flat anyways.
Yeah, locally flat, in other words. That's
Locally
what
flat everywhere. Yeah.
But I mean, Strive, based on what you're reading here, does this say that level means curve, though?
No.
No.
Not at all. It's totally opposite. Okay, to make something uniform, to find the heights of different points on a piece of land, especially with a surveyor's level. Surveyor's level works in a horizontal datum, by the way, guys. Okay. Then we get on to the intransitive verb, to attain or to become, to what, or come to a level. So a plane leveled off at 10,000 feet. To aim a gun or other weapon horizontally.
Hey, Dave. How's it going?
See you, dude.
Yeah. Dave, what's up, man? Good to see you. Glad you could make it, dude. Guys, by the way, do subscribe to Jesus Free Computer Geek if you haven't already. Really well worth it. Okay. So then we get to bring a person to the level, ideal Franklin. Now we move on to the adjective. This is where they love to cherry pick, and this is what she wanted to go for, because all she sees is this. But now I'm going to explain to you why this doesn't say it is curved. Having no part higher than another. Okay. Now read, this is the important part, guys. Conforming to the curvature of what? The liquid parts of the Earth's surface, correct? Now, what did we read about the liquid parts of the Earth's surface earlier?
They find their own level, right?
Yeah. And what does it say it is when it finds its level?
No part higher or lower than the other, right?
Horizontal.
Yeah. Man, that's pretty plain. That's all I got to say. You get my point. Plain at a point, yeah.
So in other words, when it says conforming to the curvature of the liquid surface, it's saying it's conforming to the non-curvature because it's horizontal. Now, remember when I said you have a point A and a point B of the tendon? 1A. Now, what's B stand for? Remember, this is still part of A. Still there. Parallel with the plane. Do planes bend curve, guys?
Not that I know of.
No. So, with the plane of the horizon. So, it's saying the horizon is parallel with the plane of level, which is what? What's this word? Horizontal.
A lot of level and horizontals in there. Yeah.
And then it moves on to even or unvarying in height. Again, their own globe definition debunks this. This debunks their own globe definition because they live on a geoid and they have a bulge at the equator. And there we go. Again, being a surface perpendicular to all lines of a force in a field of force equipotential. Ouch. This is
By definition, they're screwed. Man, I'm telling you.
screwed by definition. That's all I needed to bring up.
Yet not even one picture or video in existence of their claims. And yeah, oh my.
A lot of assumptions. That's what I'm going into next with their sky. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at their material, and they assume that we're moving, not the sky at all. They don't even test for the sky to move, really, to speak of. Only Aries failure is the only thing that I can find that's anywhere close to it. That's about it.
Yeah, and I can just hear now the guys saying, "Oh, Flatzoid's so mean. He calls her retarded the whole time." Sorry, but I'm standing at that because it is a retarded argument she brought up. All her arguments were retarded. I know little children that understand these things better than her. So yes, I will call it for what it is. Slow.
Basically, she's trying to draw a chord line through the Earth is what she's trying to do on a sphere. A chord
No,
line to get a straight
do that.
tangent.
I didn't even want to do that because I said, okay, in the center of your Earth. And she couldn't even do that. Because she wants to make that point of tangency, which is a point, not a line or a plane, saying it cuts through all the plumb lines as the definition says. Can't do it. Geometrically, it's impossible.
Do I need to get you a video cord or a power cord?
It's insane.
I like the
guys.
curtains though; they're beautiful.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Roger. I sent Flat something, and it never got to him. So
It never got to me.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
yeah.
The people, yeah, because the thing is, they're supposed to send a letter in the mail to say you must come pick it up, but sometimes they take a chance and don't think people are going to know that they're going to pick up something, so they just take it for themselves. Nice.
Oh, so you got stolen, huh? Nice. Yeah, thieves, liars. Yeah. So far, that's what we're dealing with.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's was interesting.
To say the least.
I saw PJ getting very aggravated there.
He wanted to reach over and strangle her to the next block.
I ended up in an argument with Vicky just because Richie was here. Because of what Richie said about Vicky not in past.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I don't think Vicky will get back on again.
Look, she still doesn't understand, guys.
I know.
My battery died, but exactly curvature. Will be video since you don't. Must not follow Brian's logic while you know. Or see Ferrer aid. Whatever wants to debate on a neutral.
Why do we have to follow Brian's stuff? Like
She does
good.
know
our
she does know Brian's logic agrees with what I just said tonight.
Oh yeah, he does. He had the same argument completely.
Wow. It was just like I don't think she could make any point without yelling though. I was like, what? Like, can you just like talk at it? And like, she can talk at a normal volume because like when she thought she was muted, she was talking to someone and she was talking normally. And then when she found out she wasn't muted, she just starts yelling again. I'm like, wow.
And keeps pointing out that she's muted when she's not, like, Yeah.
Well, Discord, you're not like here, buddy.
Remember,
Stop
every time
talking.
I muted her, I told her I'm going to mute her. So I didn't just mute her. And then I said I'm going to unmute. Made it
Yeah,
very
so we
clear.
could talk to her. Yeah, she wouldn't let us talk.
Yeah, and the only reason I muted is because she couldn't behave herself and stop acting like a little child.
Yeah. And she doesn't understand that, yeah, so what if we have been fighting and people have been fighting on this channel? It doesn't, I'm right here right now, ain't I? So it's not like we actually talk about things, we become friends again. It's
Yeah,
easy when you talk to people with respect and, you care about
I
each
mean,
other. Things you don't
just
know about, I'm sure, but, the one
yeah,
doesn't.
just because we got disagreements and stuff doesn't mean we just write each other off.
You can talk things out. That's a thing, actually. It's a real thing.
Wow, really? Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
And the whole human race is not going to agree on everything. I can tell you that right now. And this is a good example of it, right?
Yeah.
It's a
But
great
yeah,
divide.
yeah, but at the end of the day, Rachel, I think you should go and learn what word sentence structure is. It usually helps. But yeah, the definition by definition means no curve. Because if it's following the curvature parts of liquid parts of the water, by definition, it's horizontal, so no curve.
And how about that pitch data? That was awesome.
Yeah, pitch data. That was really awesome. There's no rebuttal to that other than Andrew Johnson told me, what if the gyro stops spinning in midair?
Okay, then they would not
You lose your
know
horizontal.
what their level was.
What? Sorry. Can anybody tell me if a gyro stops spinning in midair? No, because it's got conservation of momentum. It carries on spinning.
Oh, stop lying, Rachie. We didn't always interrupt you.
We didn't get
Come
the
on, we'll let
chance.
you-
When we tried, you were yelling and screaming and calling us stuff. So
Every time
Yeah,
I
yeah.
tried to explain something, I repeated myself constantly because she didn't shut up.
Yeah.
She had verbal diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was frustrating to say the least. But I'm sorry, Rachie, you might need to relook on things because you've literally gone retarded by becoming a Glober. I'm sorry to say.
And I actually think that she needs to have Christ in her heart. 100%. Because there's something missing right now. And it's not good.
No. And I'm sorry I got frustrated, Rachie, and called you retarded, but it's exactly the fact that I do feel. Because
I'm not
retarded-
sorry. You are.
No, but it means slow.
Yeah.
And I got frustrated. Definitely very. But I'll rather say that.
Cheeky
which
and
is fact.
condescending anyway, so.
Yeah. But I'll rather say that as fact than swear. You understand?
Say that again, babe.
I said she's a vile piece of shit.
Yeah, she is.
There we go, Vicky.
No, I'm not coming back on now. Never.
She won't come back on because Rachel's gone.
Yeah, she's at least. Rachel's not. Well, she's in chat, I think.
Not anymore.
But I ain't being part of it.
No, Squirt. I never said conservation of momentum only lasts a moment. I said it uses its energy up. I never said only lasts a moment. That's a total lie. Why do people always do this? Why do they always put words in our mouth I've never said? They love to misrepresent me.
oh yeah, that's all they do, pretty much. Pretty much all they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Conservation of momentum doesn't last forever. That's what he was trying to get at. Not doesn't when you say lasts for a moment, it means okay, a moment in time, which could be 2 hours, 5 minutes, whatever, right? That's what he means by a moment. It's if you're just trying to make a moment out like a split second, which is so stupid.
Yeah.
Like
he says that's exactly the same thing. No, it's not.
what? No, that's
Let's put
retarded.
it this way. Is 1 second the same thing as 10 minutes?
Apparently, in his eyes.
It depends which dimension you're in, or what world you travel to.
Squirt says yes, conservation momentum does last forever.
No.
I can disprove you that right now. What happens when you guys drive in a car and you hit the brakes? Let's drive 60 miles an hour and you hit the brakes. You're conserving momentum, correct? Because you're still moving forward. Until what happens? You stop. Oh no! Did you conserve momentum indefinitely. You used up the energy. Physics, mate. Physics.
Yeah.
You see, these retards, as I put it, don't understand their fantasy of a frictionless environment in space doesn't exist. Even people trying to make a frictionless environment in a vacuum chamber can't get it right. There's still friction. There is no such thing as a frictionless environment. Physics, people, physics. We live in the real world, not fantasy made up bullshit that violates natural laws because you need it to. What? Cling on the balls. Oh, he says that's why it's called conservation. If it didn't conserve, i.e., the same, it would be called something else. Oh my God. The reason it's called conservation of energy is because it's conserving the energy. So if I throw this ball, well, let me roll it. I can't roll it. Oh, you can maybe. It's conserving energy, and it stopped. Now it went the opposite way. Oh no! So my table's not level. Ah, yeah. So what are we gonna say? We can still go on if you guys want to.
Yeah, let's if you feel it. But what should we do now?
We've kind of said everything we need to say. We're definitely not a cult. I am, however, very perplexed by the Globers thinking what they present is smart. I'm very perplexed by that.
Yeah, it should have woken up some people tonight, and if it didn't, I'm surprised.
Yeah. What's up, Ryan?
All right.
What's up, guys?
Sergeant in the house.
Squirt, the first law of thermodynamics says you're wrong, man. It's so weird. Yeah, Ryan, can you hear us?
Yeah, there's a lot around there.
Still at the hotel? Oh yeah.
Whoa, that looks fun.
Yeah. He's at the massive hotel.
Where are you at?
In Manteca. Manteca water slide.
Oh, I missed that.
What he said.
Where?
I don't know.
Oh, your audio's gone.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh, it's back. Now I hear you.
Can't seem to find anything. Let's see. I see QE and them's live now. Adam's also live. Here I am, Lord. Book of Ruth Bible study. Awesome. So, try and see if we can find something we can go through.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Place.
Let's see.
Ryan, why ain't you up in that tower crawling around? How can you resist? Just put the camera down at a good angle and let's see if they are. Yeah.
Went on the water slide already.
Okay, I get that. I would have to.
Oh, you don't want to live stream you going down the water slide?
Yeah, we want to see it.
Right now, I'm cold.
I don't believe
Go
you.
warm up.
Oh, nothing.
The hotel's air conditioning, so when you walk out of the main area, it's pretty cold. I'm all soaking wet.
You can prove some curved water right now. Go to the water slide.
Ooh. I think this is just the way.
Lobby.
Just, okay.
Come on.
Okay, you might need to mute. Thanks, man. Okay. So moo math. What are perpendicular lines? Hopefully Rachel's watching, or any globetard out there that doesn't understand what
Moving.
Moving because it's moving.
Moving. Okay.
Oh, that's why he's not answering his phone. He's at the water slide. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Perpendicular lines, Rachie.
Hi, welcome to Moo Moo Math. Today we're going to look at what are perpendicular lines, or what is perpendicular. Well, two lines or line segments that intersect at 90-degree angles. So
there we go. Debunked. Globe debunked, guys.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
It was that easy.
Yeah. I don't know how much more clearer to make it. Because remember, her argument was that you don't require two straight lines for their perpendicular. She's saying
No,
that
I mean,
the horizontal is
these-
curved.
These math videos for, younger children, they'll often oversimplify things. It doesn't necessarily mean that you can never have curved lines in a 90-degree angle.
Actually, you can't. Because by definition, it's straight lines.
Just
If we can
just
find
my point
advanced. Should I look for an advanced one? Advanced. Let's see.
This isn't calculus neither. So we're doing trigonometry.
Parallel and perpendicular lines, mathematics advanced. Will that work? Okay, let's see. But yeah, it is oversimplified. But sometimes oversimplification is a good thing. Okay. There we go. So parallel and perpendicular lines, gradients and parallel lines. If two lines are parallel, then they have the same gradient, that is m1 equals m2. Great. Okay, we don't need to do parallel. We want to do
Today
perpendicular.
we're
So let's go to perpendicular.
to both sides of our equation.
Okay, parallel still. Still parallel.
We gotta get to the perp,
Get to the perp. That's a good one.
Equals -1.
Aha, there we go. Now we get
-2. That's the equation of the straight line that is parallel to our line 2x minus 3y equals 11 and passes through the point.
Thank you. Okay, so the gradients of perpendicular lines, Rachie. So if two lines with gradients m1 and m2 are perpendicular, then m1 times m2 equals -1. See, that's that -1. See? +2 -1. Okay. m2 equals -1. Okay, so show the lines with equation blah, 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 blah to perpendicular. Are these lines, the red line and the yellow line, perpendicular, guys?
What lines?
What lines?
Red and purple?
Yes, they're perpendicular.
Yeah. So no curved lines there.
No.
I don't see a curve at all. But you can squeeze one in there, I hear.
But let's see what
With
she
a
says.
tangent.
-1.
Yeah, good tangent.
So moving on to gradients of
If you have a
perpendicular
purple dick, you're in
lines,
trouble.
if two lines with gradients
Who
m1
said that?
and m2
That was nice.
It was the guy with the blue one.
McDonald's says Richie's totally legit. Yeah, legit.
It's not supposed to be purple, guys.
Well, she's going to make a video for us, guys, because apparently we don't understand. No, we understand perfectly what she's trying to do. I wasn't born yesterday. Okay.
perpendicular, where perpendicular means meet at a right angle.
Ooh. Perpendicular means meet at the right angle. Let's just listen to that again.
A perpendicular, where perpendicular means meet at a right angle.
There we go. Debunked again.
That'd be a 90,
No.
right? Yeah.
Maybe they mean meet at a right angle and then curve somewhere else. Who
Oh,
knows?
Okay.
come
just
on
throw it
now. You're just
in the
grasping.
trash can. Yep. And the reason I use equal elevation to get it is because you can't do it on a topographical surface. It's impossible. I know cartographers personally. That's all I'm saying.
Stry, you know what you just said almost sounds pretty dumb, right?
Remember, I'm still a Glober. I'm just less confrontational than Rachie.
Yes, but you understand though what you just said though sounds really dumb.
To you guys, probably.
Okay, let's see.
Even to
This
normal
is
people.
GCSE maths. That should be good, correct? They should be able to tell us.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and
Everything and anything. Okay. So
How much does that cost? That's what I want to know.
So this is GCSE maths. So this is actually quite good.
In today's video, we're looking at perpendicular lines, which are just lines that cross each other at 90 degrees.
There we go. Not hard to understand. What the hell is it?
For example, this line of y equals 2x minus 2 is perpendicular to this line of y equals minus a half x plus 8 because they cross each other at exactly 90 degrees.
Where was that again? I didn't catch it. What did you say?
They cross each other at 90 degrees.
I think so.
And that's what I was trying to get Rachie to understand. Where I put on screen like, okay, tell me where the 90 degrees. There's only one 90 degree in that whole thing. But she wanted to go, the curve was a 90, but I said, but that's a tangent. A tangent's a point, it's not a line. So it's not a 90 degree.
So where are they all plumb with each other?
They can't.
Where-
They couldn't cut through the same perpendicular, which she didn't understand for some odd reason.
Well, if you're building something, you need it to be plumb, don't you?
Perpendicular lines will always cross each other like this. And sometimes the only way that you can be sure they're perpendicular is that they will have this little square thing that indicates that they meet at a right angle. Another way you can tell that two lines are perpendicular though, is that if you multiply their gradients together, you'll get an answer of minus 1.
Interesting.
Which we can show using the equation m1 times m2 equals minus 1,
That's quite interesting.
where m1 is the gradient of the first line, and m2 is the gradient of the second line.
Yeah.
For example, on our graph, the first line has a gradient of 2, so m1 equals 2,
And 1 equals 2. Okay.
if it gives us minus 1. So
Well, we've already made our point.
and if you were given this line of y equals 1/3 x plus,
That looks like a slope to me. Maybe there's a drop in between there to the next elevation, but no curve, right?
Concept. Sulman Khan Academy Land Survey. Ooh, this should be interesting.
Assalamu alaikum dears, myself Silke.
Is that in Espanol?
In this method, we just find, of course, the cards and the
A chord. So in other words, they're cutting it through the earth. Uh-oh. But using straight lines.
Wasn't I talking about that earlier? A chord, maybe? Yeah, I think I said something.
Then Rachel didn't want you to talk about the chord.
You got to cut the cord back. Cut it.
Cut the cord. Cut the cord. Cut the cord. Ooh.
You want to look up Debatable D's video? It's not like we have much better to react to.
We might be able to, yeah. But let's quickly do this. AutoCAD draw.
We will learn in this tutorial how to create perpendicular line to line and arc.
Okay.
So suppose we will create one line here.
Okay.
Press enter.
Yeah.
And I can take the line from this point. Suppose I want to create a perpendicular line. So shift right click, take the perpendicular object snap and click on the line.
Ooh.
Press enter. So in this
It's got a 90-degree angle, so it's perpendicular. Right.
It's
And yeah, we
pretty
have
good.
to. Yeah, very good. Yes. We have to stop it now and then, but just to show you, the 90-degree angles.
with a line has been created perpendicular to
Okay.
other line. Same way, suppose if I want to create for the arc, suppose some arc is there. Again take line, first point, shift right click, perpendicular, click on the arc. So in this way line can be created perpendicular to arc also. And if you want to do this,
Oh, to arc, but that's a tangent. Is that not a tangent? Correct?
Yeah.
So that's 90-degree on one point, correct? Like I was explaining to Raichi, on one point, not on the rest. Interesting.
this work automatically. So for that you have to right click on this object snap and make the perpendicular click on the perpendicular option.
Yes.
So it will appear automatically. If I take here line command now, line first point, and if I take my cursor here, so perpendicular is appearing automatically.
Okay.
So you just have to click there, so it will be created. Press enter to come out. Again line, take the first point, and here perpendicular came automatically.
Ah, I'm so happy you did that. All these two plumb with each other. Let's actually do this quickly. I'm going to print screen. I'm going to stick it on the.
They're not plumb. They're not parallel. The two lines on the circle on the tangent.
That this is the point I was trying to make with the Raichi. Oh, so glad. Okay, let's get this. Okay, got paint up. Can see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So remember, according to the definition of level, they have to be on the same plumb.
Yep.
Because you need one line, a horizontal, cutting through them perpendicularly.
That's right. That's right. None of them.
Is that a 90-degree?
None of them is perpendicular.
Is that a 90-degree?
Not
No.
one of them angles that are perpendicular.
Yeah. Okay, let's put a 90-degree there. Oh wait, that's not 90. This is the 90 there. Okay, is that 90-degree the same angle as there? No.
No.
Let's put a new 90-degree here. Oh no.
No.
You see, they don't meet.
They don't.
So no globe then, Raichi.
Strange.
Not hard to understand. Because that's what I was trying to talk to you about, tangents. Debatable D's video. Where is it? Did he put a link in?
It was earlier in the chat.
I'll have to go back and see. Debatable. Can't find it. I can't see anything. He said search a video mentioned above. What video did you mention above? Debatable. Oh, there you go. Searched tangent lines and circle explained. Mashup maths. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Tangent lines and circles explained. Yeah, but this is exactly what I was talking about. We just showed us on. Advert finished. Cool. Tangent lines. There we go. Whew. UT and UV are tangent to the circle. What is the value of x? Okay.
Hey there, everyone, and welcome back to Mashup Math. My name is Anthony, and thank you for joining me on this mini lesson. Just go ahead and check it out.
Okay.
Thanks again for joining me on this lesson where we are going to explore the relationship between circles and tangent lines.
Ooh, tangent lines. Nice. Okay.
So let's start with the question,
what is a circle?
What is a tangent line to a circle?
Simple. It's a tangent line that touches the circle's circumference at a point.
Cool.
Okay.
So let's take a look at a circle with a center at point P.
Mm-hmm.
And let's also imagine another point on the circle, and we'll call that point T.
That's the tangent, by the way. Tangent point. Pay attention now, Rachie.
A tangent line to a circle is a line that intersects the circle at exactly one point, in this case, our point T.
And that's why you can't have the same horizontal on a curved surface. You can't have horizontal because there is no horizontals on a curved surface.
No.
And this is exactly our contention. So if you guys are claiming locally flat, you can't. There is no such thing as locally flat, no matter how much you want to zoom in.
Silly, isn't it?
Silly rabbit.
Now, if we construct a line that connects that center point P with that point T on the outside of the circle, we would be constructing a radius, and we can call that line R.
Mm-hmm.
So PT is a radius of circle P. And if we look
and what does that give you? 90 degrees. Oh, but what does that 90 degree mean? Two straight lines, no curving. Oh boy.
That's right.
at the angle created by the radius and the tangent line, we should see that this appears to be a right angle measuring 90 degrees. And this is the case with tangent lines and circles. And we can say that a tangent line is perpendicular to a circle's radius.
Oh no. Remember when I asked her to the center of the earth and she didn't want to answer that? That's why I asked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if we add another point on the tangent line, point J, we can conclude that angle PTJ has a measure of 90 degrees. And this perpendicular relationship between a circle's radius and a tangent line applies to every circle in any occasion.
Oh, is that the same parallel? The same perpendicular? Oh no. I love this. Thank you, Debatable D, for bringing this up, because this makes our point to the T.
Probably he wanted you to watch the entire video. Maybe something comes up later.
Okay. But this is making our point to the T. That plum and that plum are not cutting through perpendicularly, which Rachie needed to do.
So the key concepts to understand here is that a tangent line intersects a circle at exactly one point, and that a tangent line and the radius it intersects are perpendicular.
Whoopsie. So at a point. Not all points, a point.
Cool. So now let's go ahead and apply our understanding of tangent lines and circles to a practice problem. In this case, we have line segment UT and line segment UV both being tangent to circle O, and we're looking to find the value of x shown on the diagram. So notice that lines UT and UV are line segments. However, they are still tangent to circle O.
So 45.
Which means that they will still hold the same properties of tangent lines, even though they are not infinite lines. And we should also note that we know that angle O has a value of 121 degrees, and that angle U...
Wait.
Debatable D says, those two are both plumb to the curve of a circle. I'm a bad flabbergasted right now. Not the same plumb. We were going on the definition of level. Debatable. The definition of level says that all plumb lines sit perpendicular. You can't on a curved surface. That's the whole point. They plumb to a circle of the center, the radius. Debatable. Not on the same. They are not same plumbs. They can't all be cut through the middle with a line of the same horizontal plane.
Is the value x that we are looking to find.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know that UT and UV are tangent lines to circle O, and we know that a tangent line is perpendicular to the radius it intersects.
Yeah.
So we can conclude that angles T and V are right angles and have measures of 90 degrees.
Yeah. Every time there's a it sounds like when someone makes like a do. Okay.
We should also notice that we are dealing with a quadrilateral here in this diagram.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that the sum of the interior angles in any quadrilateral is always equal to 360 degrees.
Oh, quadrilateral 60, yeah. Normal triangle is 180. Yeah. So we're looking at 45.
So if we take these four angle measures and add them together, their sum will equal 360. And we can use this fact to find the value of x. 121 plus 90 plus whatever x is going to equal 360. And now we can just use some basic algebra to isolate the value of x and find out its value. In this case, adding the three angles that we do know gives a value of 301. Subtracting 301 from 360 results in 59, which is the value of x, and we can conclude that angle U is 59 degrees.
Interesting. Oh, I can probably put that off. Let's see. He says the plumbs do not need to be the same. The circle or curve must be perpendicular to those plumb lines. It's perpendicular to all plumb lines in that diagram. No, it's very clear. Let me bring it up again.
All plumb lines are all perpendicular, but they seem to think that it's perpendicular. They're not perpendicular to each other, parallel to each other, right?
Yeah, but look at that. It doesn't make sense because he says the plumb lines do not need to be the same. What does the definition say? A surface that cuts perpendicularly all plumb lines. That's a straight line, guys. Perpendicular, remember. Perpendicular, all straight lines, okay? That coincide with the surface of still water, the plane of the horizon, or at the line in it. So that's literally a horizontal line cuts all the plumb lines. What you're saying, the plumbs do not need to be the same. They have to be the same for it to be perpendicular. I guess that's all I need to say.
He sent another message.
No, he said the plumbs do not need to be the same. We just read that. After that, the surface is perpendicular to the plumb lines. It's not saying the plumb lines must be parallel. The surface is horizontal. It's
And
literally
how do they make
saying-
buildings straight?
Yeah.
I wonder.
Ought to be parallel.
Otherwise, the ceilings would be wider than the floors.
Yeah. Two hanging plumbs are got to be parallel to each other. Exactly parallel. Now,
remember on the
I want to
curve,
shoot wallpaper my wall, that's for sure.
because I mean, remember on their claim of the globe, though, when you're dropping a plumb line, it's vertical where I'm standing. Okay. If I'm standing 100 meters away there, whatever, drop another plumb line, it's a new zenith angle. So it won't be parallel to me. It won't, because it has a new zenith angle. So therefore you can't have a perpendicular hitting straight, because this 90 degree will not be the same 90 degree there. Because when it hits here at an angle, that's not 90 degrees anymore. Because it has to be 90 degrees right through all of that, because that's what perpendicular is. 90 degree angles. If it's not 90 degree angle, it's not perpendicular.
Do you mean so dishonest, guys? A building isn't made center out FFS. Who's dishonest?
Exactly, Matthew. Remember when I brought up that other guy that spoke about level once? Let's see if I can bring it up quickly. Where the guy literally uses a water level.
Two hanging plums giggle. Yeah, I suppose it is a little bit funny. I did say two hanging plums. I suppose that is a giggly kind of comment. Two hanging plums. Well, I don't know if my plums are parallel to each other like that.
No, man. I can tell you mine ain't.
No, they're not. Yeah.
And that's how you get lost in the world. You never find your position.
I don't know if I can find that video right now. Maybe I can search a different one.
I said Divine Destiny Tower. I said two hanging plums is giggly because Mick Rubyhouse said two hanging plums is, and I think it's meant to be an emoji that's giggling, but it just says giggle.
So it's
that's why I said giggly.
Because I wanted to actually say something to that, because like I had to dig out a deep end of a pool by hand, and my boss at the time wanted the bottom to be exactly flat, right? And I put two plumb bobs at each end so that the height would be exactly the same from each side, and that was the way how I kept it all level. And if plumb bobs were not parallel, that the bottom would have been curved, but it was flat. It's like,
exactly.
Yeah, that is.
Well, I mean, look at this guy. You can explain it quite good why he uses a water level.
The water level. A water level is nothing more than a clear tubing pipe or hose, whatever you want to call it, and full of water. This one actually has windshield wiper fluid so that it doesn't freeze in the winter, and it's
easier to see. And yes, I have to pause it now and then just so we can make commentary on it. There we go.
a lot easier to see. And as you guys can tell, both ends are perfectly level.
Perfectly level, so they're on the same horizontal. Not a good start.
Water always seeks its own level, so it doesn't matter that you put it in a tubing or a bucket or even a lake.
So you can use a lake as water level, guys. You heard that?
Mm-hmm.
Or a bucket, or a tube. Okay.
It's always going to be level, so that's the idea behind a water level. You hold this end, for example, at this pipe, you hold it on this line, and then somebody else takes this other end and they can take it to the other pipe and then just hold it against the pipe and wait for the water to settle. And whenever the water settles, then that line over there is level with this line over here. Or
now, did you see this, guys? You see all these lines, all this. This will represent your plumb lines. Those are all plumb. Every single pole there is plumb. He's got the same horizontal cutting through them perpendicular. This is construction. So no curve. Now, what would happen if it was a curved surface with this? None of these, all these poles would not have the same plumb. And you wouldn't be able to cut it through perpendicularly. I don't know.
The traditional answer is that strictly speaking they don't, but for the purposes of this project you're allowed to treat them as parallel.
Hey, Wes, I'm getting ready to leave, guys. I want to say bye to you. And I just got one question for you. When they found the ocean beds, were they curved? When they measured depth, the oceans, do they curve and under the ocean? Does the ocean bed curve?
No,
that's my question.
Flat.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So yeah, nothing else to say. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later.
Just man.
Later. Bye.
But yeah, all construction stuff works on level being flat, not curved. They require horizontal.
then that line over there is level with this line over here, or the water level. So it's pretty basic stuff, but it works really well. I mean, people have been using water levels for centuries. That's what these metal guys like to use. WD metal buildings prefer to use a water level because it always works. They always have them with them. No batteries, nothing needed. And like I said, they only need to shoot level one time, because what they do is they shoot level on all the pipes. They put their marks there, and then they work off of those marks the rest of the time they're at the job site. A water level is a little bit slower than a laser level. However, like I said, it always works.
Also, speaking of laser level, does that laser level curve over the distance? Or does it keep the same horizontal?
Yeah, refraction, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
All right, and in this corner, we have the laser level. So the way a laser level works, you see that spinning head? It shoots a laser beam, 360 degrees, and then you have a receiver, such as this one, that whenever you hold it up,
It's up. Interesting stuff.
right there, when you get that solid beep, that means it's level. If it was dark, we could see the laser beam all the way around. So technically it'd be a lot faster if it was like really early in the morning or really late in the evening or at night, because then you could just shoot the beam and then you could just go around and mark these pipes lickety split. However, it's daylight, so we need the receiver. So I'm gonna shoot grades with my level, and I'm gonna see if there's a difference between the two. So what I'm gonna do, I said it.
Do you think there's gonna be a difference?
Probably not.
Up, this one should be higher than the other one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot, and I'm gonna put a mark on every pipe all the way around. Then when I'm done, I'm gonna take a tape measure and measure between the marks, and I should be able to get the same distance from one to the other. And if they're not, then one of them is off.
Ah, so in other words, that would mean this surface is horizontal. Because if it gets the same, cut right through, perpendicularly through all the lines, that means it's horizontal, level.
Let's find out. All right, so I'm gonna set the camera right here, and I'm gonna go mark every pipe with a laser.
In perspective
The way
to
a laser
what,
works is it
Flatzoid?
shoots.
Sorry?
In perspective to what, Flatzoid?
But you see, now this
Yeah.
is physical demonstration proving that level doesn't curve. Now, when will we ever get the physical demonstration where they claim curve level is curved? We don't get that.
Nope.
They always ask us, when will you show us physical demonstrations? Well, we've got one on screen. Used every day.
Squat, how is this video
It's a
helping
beam.
you explain anything you haven't already explained?
Hmm?
No, I'm saying, Squats, is how is this video helping you to explain anything you haven't already explained?
We're just having fun going
Yeah.
through it.
All the way across.
You
Perfect.
see, the problem is the Globers don't like us showing it because this is cognitive dissonance. It's painful for them to watch physical demonstration prove them wrong.
Debatable D said something else.
Again, the margin of error of the building construction would be larger than the error margin of measured plumb lines and parallel deviation of. Debatable D, do you know they use this method? Doesn't matter what distance. There is no distance large enough that they won't use this method.
Perfectly level, 360 degrees. So this receiver right here picks up the signal. It's probably going to be out of camera, but you guys can hear that.
Let's get to it.
Go measure the difference between the marks. Moment of truth.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure between the lines. This is the line that we made with the laser. This is the line that was made with the water level down here. Okay, so we're going to measure between the lines. I'm going to hold this at 10 inches right here.
He's measuring it, guys. He's not calculating, he's measuring it. Just to let you know.
Right on the line. Up and move. There it is. So we're right at 17 inches. All right. Let's go to the next one. Right there, 10 inches. We go down here. Man, that's super close.
So that means it's level so far. So that's perpendicular.
There, 10 inches. Down here.
The next one, 10 inches,
It's right at 10 inches.
17.
And down here.
Yes.
Oh, looks like we might be off about 1/8 of an inch, maybe.
Oh,
At 10 inches. And down here.
Again. Uh-oh.
Dead on again, 17. All right, so looks like they're all perfect except for this one, maybe off maybe about 1/8 of an inch. I think that says a lot for the water level or the laser. I mean,
that's very good.
Construction workers are so precise. I could not imagine being able to judge an eighth of an inch.
But the thing is, you have to be very concise. Especially, I mean, imagine building a bridge.
I said precise.
Yeah, imagine building a bridge where they come from like two edges and they have to link them together. If they're not precise.
Yeah, it's. I just admire how precise they can be. That's all.
No, I agree. It's something different.
Yeah,
I
I
think
see my father and brother does construction. They do it with the line, the string. When they have to make sure the bricks are put perfectly in place, they use a string that's perfectly lined up to the wall, so they can't do it wrong. And it takes work to do it so perfectly too.
Mm-hmm. Because I've also seen what they do, like when they usually like build a mall or something as well. I've seen them; they like almost make a mold, and they fill up with water, and then they measure using that level water as well. I've actually seen them do that as well. It's actually interesting. Anyway, I think we can end it, shall we? We've been for 3 hours. PJ looks like he wants to get sleeping.
I'm just a little bit pissed off, that's all. Just let me and Vicky's kind of argued a little bit, but he's not happy. He's not happy when I mean.
Anyway.
I'm alright. No, I'll still be on tomorrow.
Are you having a show tomorrow?
Yeah. The lizard people tomorrow. Where the lizard people theory, conspiracy theory came from, apparently. Just got on from
But I think that's going to be interesting. What time is it?
So what time am I on? I think I'm on at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. GMT. 26. 26. Yeah, I think it's 9 a.m. Sure it is. Yeah, 9 a.m. GMT. I knew it. I sometimes doubt myself, but yeah. Should be fun. Should be fun. So a few hours after Roger's on.
Nice. Okay. Try Jeff and Discord. Do you guys have any closing statements?
Well, except for the yelling and stuff, I think it was all right. I think if you had turned her volume down a bit, I think that probably would have helped.
I did try actually. She just talked louder.
Yeah, she's being cheeky. She's obnoxious.
She's become a rumpus.
Yeah, she never used to be like that. There we go.
Well,
But
anyways,
I agree. But I
we
did
just have
try
to pray for her.
relax, but
Yeah, it gets rude too fast. It becomes over speaking, and she wants us to be quiet, but she can't be quiet, so it becomes chaos.
It's just weird that the things that she's talking about. It sounds like she's regressed and dumbed down because she used to take the piss out of these ideas. You know what I mean?
yeah. But that's what irritates me though. When she was a flat earther, she says she used to fight for level being horizontal and all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Since now she's become a quote unquote anti-flat earther, she's just all of a sudden had amnesia about this. She just doesn't all of a sudden understand what horizontal means. It's weird.
Yeah, she always had a problem with Coriolis, didn't she? But I mean, apart from that,
But yeah.
Was
Fine.
she always like that? Even when she was a flat earther, was she always that angry?
no, nothing like. She was really polite, actually, from what I remember.
She's become very hostile. I don't know why. But, it frustrates me because the same arguments that she used to know, it's like she just doesn't know it anymore for some reason. And I see it as dishonesty because if you did know something, now all of a sudden you don't know those same things. That, in my books, is dishonesty.
Did she act like this to Globus back then?
No.
That's crazy.
When I first came on, someone in the chat said I sound like Rachie.
No, you don't. Don't insult her now.
Yeah.
That's
No,
running from a stream.
No, she used to actually be quite calm and collected. She used to get heated up like anybody gets, with frustration, but it wasn't like what she's doing now. She's like on a whole different level.
Oh, it's crazy.
I mean, the one she came on, the last time she was on, she was pissed drunk.
Steaming.
She could hardly talk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, sitting in the back of her car at the time, wasn't she?
Yeah, I remember that one time.
Man.
But yeah, it's
Not good.
But yeah, I don't want to fight. I just wish that, because it's difficult. I can't just let her over talk and take over my show.
No.
But yeah, they drive it to over talking and fighting. You don't want to, but that's what they drive it to, unfortunately. But yeah. So anyway, tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Central African time. Well, it's this morning, coming now. I'm going to have the show with Luke again, where we do the part 3 of the Catholic saga, which is going to be exciting. So hopefully see you guys then. And then look out for the PJ and Michael Kahn interview from the documentary also going to come out.
Yeah, of course.
And then it's the stream on the evening tonight. Yeah. So thanks all for coming. Appreciate you all. Really do appreciate all the super chats, all the likes, and shares. I do apologize for getting frustrated and calling her retarded, although, like I said, it is fact. She's very slow. But yeah. See you guys all later. Many, many blessings. May the precious be. Bye-bye.
Yahweh bless.
Peace.
Crafted signs of the divine. I'm made for something true. In God's plan, my path renews. Flat earth made by Him. My journey long yet thin. Purpose found in every day. Guided by